Is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Why are there ghosts?
Shut
You
up!
know why!
Okay, so welcome back to Do War for Dream of Electric Sheep. I'm Darren, I DM. And these lovely group of adventurers are...
I'm Amy, I play Isadora.
I'm Ian, I play Risbeth Saltfuel.
I'm Neil, I play Esme. Two things. One, I don't know what are ghosts. And two, on Monday evening, a young man named Neil Kavanagh walked home from a bus. And during that walk home, he smashed a giant soap penis off the ground across Dunleary, and it was very therapeutic.
Oh, shit!
Exactly.
I hate going after Neil, I can never follow him. I'm Laura, I play Coda. I didn't smash a big soap penis and I feel really jealous now.
He's just back to follow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
yeah,
don't follow him then.
he's pretty easy to follow. Just look for the shards of broken penis. So when we last left Arrows...
Break were the balls.
Should I go straight into combat music, Darren, or
yeah, I guess I'll,
Yeah, I
might
think so.
recap. Well, like, yeah, those of you who've been watching, binging the season, you know what I mean? I know what's up. But yeah, when we last left our heroes, they're about to get the shit kicked out by a bunch of ghosts. And it's also worth noting, thanks to Laura, so everyone can blame her if we die, that everyone's in their pajamas, so nobody has armor on.
I do,
How is that
'cause
my
I was on
fault?
watch.
Oh yeah, Esme was on watch, so she has armor on. But she also has a ghost protruding out of her belly button. Well, not a ghost, an apparition. I don't know, is it a ghost? It's probably not a ghost. He's a literal god, he can do whatever he wants.
I can't believe you have a god in your belly button. Jesus.
Hey, oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. So, this session has to be titled, like, Rose Esme's baby or something, because she's literally pregnant with death.
I mean, fair?
Yeah, I've written that down. I'll remember that.
So guys, initiative please.
Boy.
Oh boy. Yay, I'm so glad. That's where I used my
Well
nat 20. I'm so glad.
Not look a gift 20 in the mouth, please.
I get to wake up and get shanked by Bhaal again.
It
Yay!
was on 19 and I was like, I'm gonna have a 20. No.
Aww. I really hope I sleep with my gun under my pillow.
I mean,
What do these ghosts look like?
Go.
Yeah, Darren, paint us a word picture.
oh, I'm doing this initiative. You're wait. Yes.
Risbeth doesn't have a name on his token.
Yeah, I do.
I like
Oh,
how
I don't see
Ian, Ian, the local paladin, goes last.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's okay, but when it comes to him, there will be no more ghosts, so it's fine.
Or will there be more ghosts?
You just have to fight
'Cause
Bhaal.
the three of you will die.
Yeah, we can make more ghosts.
We can, we shouldn't.
And we might.
So yeah, the ghosts before you kind of have like they've got no bottom. It's kind of like, you know, smoky, like droopiness, like no legs kind of thing. They're holding kind of lanterns and their mouths kind of hang really low. And it's like, ugh. It's kind of like they're two of them have long hair. One of them is a short-haired person, but the long-haired one's the hair kind of floats as if underwater. You know, kind of that sort of thing. They've got that kind of ethereal floatiness as if in water. So starting us off, no bottoms. What'll happen to the tops? They'll starve and they'll fucking get over it. Coda, you're up.
Okay. So I guess I wake up.
Yeah, there's a ghost and it's like,
I assume I can't shoot point blank. I can't even use my dream logic to be able to shoot point blank anymore. I guess I'll just go stab the thing. Well, I mean, is it making a move at me, or is it just standing there?
I mean, it literally looks like it's going to fucking eat you.
Yeah, okay,
Like, this thing is
I
holding
hate
a
to make
sign
the
that's
first
like,
move in combat. I hate to, like, shoot first, you know? But, like, I guess in this situation, let's do it.
It's a
Stab first. Stab
ghost.
first.
Oh, these are some great rolls, buddy.
oh, shit.
Ooh, these ghosts are crap. Okay.
Well, you say that now.
I mean, do you ever hear the expression a ghost cannon? Because you're about to fucking feel it.
I mean, I'm not a sword boy, so 17 damage.
Cool. Alrighty. Is that all, Coda?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up, I guess. I mean, I assume I already did, but like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
in
no,
my
yeah, yeah,
pajamas. I'm very sleepy. I'm not happy about this.
Cool. Alright. It's number 2's go.
No.
This is against you, Coda.
Oh, cool. Misses.
Technically, it should hit if you've no armor on.
No, because wait, what's base AC? Is it just 10?
10.
You don't get like your dex or anything, no?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, it hits then. I'll
Wait,
hellishly
hold
rebuke
on.
the ghost.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
You can say I'm just gonna roll the damage, so you'll either take that or half, depending on what you roll for your dex save.
Where the hell is this thing's bloody? Oh, there it is.
I think passes? Wait. What's the spell save? It's, what, 8 plus proficiency plus your stat?
Yep.
Then it's a 14, so he fails. So he takes 21 damage. Also, do the damage to me as well, please.
Yeah, I know I'm about to roll it.
Cool.
Take 14 necrotic damage. But that is, it is a door, isn't it?
If I move, I'm gonna get a opportunity attack. I'm going to
Yes,
invoke
correct.
an opportunity attack. Yeah, okay, never mind then. Can all three of them make charisma saves, please?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just double check the stat. Wisdom, you say?
No, charisma.
Charisma, you say? Oh boy, they say.
Yeah, so Darren, he only took 10 damage from my hellish rebuke.
He
I'm
technically
sorry.
takes 5.
Okay,
1
cool,
sec.
that's fine. I can't do maths.
Amy, that is basically 1, 2, and 3 is 10, 16, 17.
Only the 17 passes. So
Okay,
the others have Bane on them. Whenever they make an attack or a damage throw, they have to take a d4 out of it.
Ah, yes, cool.
Nice, I
Alrighty.
love that spell.
And I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Risbet.
I go.
Cool. Alrighty. It's number 1's go.
Which ones have the Bane on
Oh,
them?
sorry.
Maybe after.
Sorry. Number 1 and number 2 do. I'll put
Okay, grand.
That's the wrong thing. Coda,
Yeah.
could I have a charisma saving throw?
Oh, you know he's great at charisma.
I know he's very charismatic.
Oh boy.
Hey, 17!
Ooh, you feel the ghost like take over your entire body, but then it stops working and the ghost reappears in front of you.
But then
Oh, boy.
it doesn't.
Yeah, that was fun. And it's number 3's go. He's gonna walk right up here and slap the shit out of Risbon.
Bring it.
That's 7. 7 hit Risbon.
Nope.
Sick one.
That's a pretty sick one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking raging. Esme,
Yes.
is your go.
Well, Darren, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to shoot the one that is in behind Coda. And she's going to be like, oh my god, you guys, there's ghosts. Darren, when Esme holds her rod of power, does it glow? Like, is it working?
Faintly.
Esme whispers, it's like, I'll let you do whatever you need to my body if you don't fail me now. First attack at number 1.
It's
Nice.
I'm gonna roll on into the second attack as well, just in case.
rock and roll. Hits again.
Nice.
Ooh. And because Coda is there, I get sneak attack. $27 damage. Do I do any extra because it's radiant and they are ghosts?
No. Because we already discussed this, Neil, but you were late.
Well, anyway, I'm done. Esme will stay at a remove from the party, firing shots and keeping an eye on the rest of the encounter. So if anything is happening to, say, Oliver or Kay, Esme will try and help them.
Fair. Risbit.
Cool. I'm gonna try and smack the guy in front of me twice. I also have Skittles, so sorry.
That's okay.
I feel like everyone has some leftover Halloween sweets today.
Oh, we have
No,
so many.
I bought these today. I wanted Skittles.
That's fair.
We only had like one group called Thor Haze.
I had a good view, but like not as many as last year.
17 and 18, Darren.
Both hit, friendo.
Cool, I'm gonna add 2 level 1 smites to this.
Oh, get
Are they counted as undead? So they get the
Yep.
extra D8? Okay, cool, I wasn't sure.
Holy
58
shit.
damage. Do you want me
How much?
to figure it out?
How much? Yeah, how much is it radiant? Sorry, no. Or Ian, I got it.
Hold on, it's probably easier to give you the non-radiant if that's okay.
Yeah,
24
sure.
non-radiant, 34 radiant.
Cool, yeah. This thing is like, if it had legs, it looked like it'd be on the last ones. Nice, nice, nice. Is that all you do, Ian?
Yeah, that's all I do.
Alrighty, Coda, you're back.
I'll keep stabbing, I guess. I mean, I could... No, because if I step back, I'll take 2 opportunity attacks. So no, I'll just keep stabbing.
Go for it, buddy. Hits and just hits.
18, that's the number 1. How's
Coolio.
number 1 looking?
Not the best, but equally not going down.
I'll action surge and hit number 2 twice. Well, I'll try to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Both hit.
Nice.
24 on number 2.
Nice.
And I'm done.
This is coming at you, Amy. 13.
Nope.
You don't have armor on.
Izzy does not have her armor on.
Okay, well then, yeah, everything's gonna hit if we don't.
Mm.
Which, has that ever been the case before when we had a fight when we were resting?
I think it was.
I don't know. I mean, I don't remember ever having 10 AC, but also, do we have a lot of fights where we're like surprised while asleep?
My roll twenty seemed to have gone weird, so I'm just...
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
mine forget as well. Everything always explodes on Wednesdays. Maybe when we're playing on Thursdays, things will actually work.
It'll be a little better, yeah.
Wednesday is usually maintenance day for most like online things.
Maybe
like,
we should move to Thursdays permanently.
Like I've seen, like anytime, like any MMOs are ever out, it's always Wednesdays that the servers go down. For.
Yeah, and every time like Discord's doing, it's always Wednesdays. Like it's always every game,
it's
everything.
always midweek maintenance.
Anyway, how much do I get hit for?
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Great.
23 necrotic damage, buddy.
Great.
Darren, just to confirm, we did get our max HP back, right?
We
Yes.
did.
Yes.
I already asked.
You did indeed.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That's like some 666 shit.
Okay.
That's all.
Spoopy for
Yeah,
Spoopoween.
Yeah, Spoopoween. 1 day late. Isadora, you're up, buddy.
Can 2 right in front of me. Oh, did they take the? Oh, it doesn't matter now. But did they take the D4 off?
To hit, or is it to hit
To
anti
hit.
damage? Oh
To
yeah,
hit.
they did indeed. Yeah, they rolled a 4 on the.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Can the one in front of me make a wisdom save?
Yeah, 1 sec. Oh, of the 18.
Yeah, that's 8, but they take half damage.
Oh,
so...
neat.
Did they take the D4? Did they take the D4 off that as well, or is it just?
Oh, they do actually. I don't know if it'll make much of a difference, but
Yeah,
do
they might
take-
roll a 4.
A 16.
Well, a 16 will be max damage then.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
So 12, what kind of damage?
Psychic.
Okay,
And
cool.
because it's failed, it has to use its reaction to use as much as its speed available to get away from me. Distant whispers.
Is it frightened, or is it just...
It just says it has to use its reaction to move away.
Okay, cool.
I love how Isadora gets woken up in the night by scary ghosts, and she's the one who scares the ghosts. Like,
No, fuck you. That's why.
I'm picturing her like when in Emperor's New Groove when like Esme wakes up with the cucumbers on her face and stuff.
Is that all, Amy?
Yes.
Cool, right, it's number 1. Let's go.
Fight me, bitch. Yeah, that'll do it.
Jesus.
Jesus! 21 necrotic damage, God.
Good
Number
thing we
2,
had a rest.
Risbit, charisma saving throw, please.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Rolling that 1.
Close as.
Fuck yes! I mean, unlucky, guys.
Super.
Risbit, or should I say ghost number 3?
Oh.
Ian.
Yeah.
You are possessed.
I figured that would be the case. Do you know the worst thing is?
What's that, buddy?
I just remembered I had Bardic Inspiration.
Hey, it's fine. This ghost gets your benefits. It's cool, and maybe it can use it to like kill someone. It's fine. But thankfully, the designated. It's fine, guys. It's fine.
I can't believe the paladin and the most effective combat person just got possessed. This
Yeah, I
sucks.
can't believe we're gonna die.
Like, it had to be Ian. Like, if it was any of the rest of us, it would have been fine. But it's Ian.
Well, you know, we'll be fine. I'll be
You'll
fine.
be fine.
I corrected myself. I'll be fine.
Well, at least that.
I mean, as much as that's the case, for it to hit, like, it still uses its attack. It just uses Ian's weapon damage, so it's
Oh, okay.
technically in your favor because it halves its damage output. But equally, you guys have to kill Ian now. Where am I? What are we doing now? That was number 3. So Esme, you're up, buddy.
I'm going to continue to attack number 1 in the hopes that it will be dispersed.
Oh, and 3 was one on its last legs as well.
Yeah, that's why it literally had 1 HP, so I was like, it's now or never.
Nice.
Do the 2 attacks hit?
Against which one, sorry, Neil?
Number 1.
Yeah, that hits, buddy. Yeah, this thing doesn't like gain Ian's knowledge, so it wouldn't know how to turn on its sword or smite. It literally just gets to hit you with its weapon. Ooh, shit. Number 1 is first.
Fuck you, ghosts! Where's the other ghosts?
One's here.
And one's in respite.
Man, ever since I updated Java, my fucking Roll20's been really weird.
Yeah.
Everything's like loading really. I might actually, after this fight, I might restart Firefox. But yeah, hold on. So let me just double check the wording of this. Right. Yeah, Rizbit's gonna like. Essentially, if you guys have ever seen Ring O or have seen the gifs where it's all that like broken, like contorted twitching, start shambling towards everyone. Yeah, and he's just gonna slowly, and he's gonna walk up to here, and he's gonna make, I believe, 1 attack towards Coda and 1 attack towards Isidore.
Is Rizbit aware he is possessed and what he is?
Rizbit is basically backseating it, but yes, he is fully aware.
Oh no!
Does he have control of his mouth?
I know you were incapacitated.
Oh, okay, grand.
Is it 21 against me?
versus. Yeah, and 9 against Izzy.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
well,
hits.
9 doesn't hit.
Yeah, I get hit.
Never liked Coda anyway.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Snake eyes. Wow, that's good for me.
So you take 2 slashing damage from a gigantic greatsword. Apparently. And with that, it is Coda's go.
I love how I'm in
Coda-
pajamas and I just got slashed by the paladin and got like no damage. Rizbit's
Coda
just
is
holding
definitely
back.
sitting there being like, Rizbit is not a strong person.
No, Coda just believes Rizbit's holding back. I'm not gonna
He's in there
attack.
somewhere, making a save.
I'm not gonna attack Rizbit. If I attack 2 or 3 with my ranged weapon, do I get disadvantage because I'm within like melee range of Rizbit?
3's tokens on the board.
Oh
but three
right, he's
is-
not there. But if I shoot 2, like, am I gonna
No,
get disadvantage because Rizbit's up
we've
against
never
me?
ran with that disadvantage
Okay, cool.
thing
I'm gonna
ever,
shoot
so we're
number
not
2
going to
then.
run with it now.
Well, one of them hits.
24 hits.
Do I get a save at all on this turn?
I don't think you do, man. And that's
19 damage on number 2.
You do.
And that's all I can do.
Yeah, man. Okay, what was that damage? Like? That's solid damage. This thing is like quote unquote on its last legs, as you'd say. But yeah, no, Ian. Pretty much, you are possessed until either you are knocked out, the ghost ends it for the sheer and crack, or if anyone can cast a spell, Evil and Good, which I'm not sure if people can. But yeah,
I probably
yeah, you probably can. That's why I went for you. And with that, it is number 2's go. Do they have to continue being frightened, Amy? Not
No,
frightened, but like,
no.
Oh, okay.
It's just that one reaction.
This one's closer to Esme, so he's going to beeline to him. Holy shit! 19, Esme? You take 12 necrotic damage, friendo.
Darren.
Hello.
So, since that myself and Bhaal are now 1, am I immune to necrotic damage?
Not a whole.
Yeah, Esme starts yelling at her belly button. What use are you if you don't make me immune to death?
Oh, I don't want to murder my friends. I'm Esme. I have a big head. Oh. And with that,
Can the rest of us hear Bhaal?
yes, you can hear and see him floating beside Esme. But to use, it just looks like kind of like a really faint, like as like the gradient, kind of like his head and upper torso are really like transparent. Like it's ghastly, but it's like more like visible.
Yeah.
And the rest of him just kind of fades away, kind of thing. He seems to be kind of like sitting beside Esme, kind of floating. That was number 2, and now it's back to Izzy.
Is there any sort of like or anything about Risbit that we can tell?
That was something I forgot to say. Yes. It doesn't state it as, but I'm gonna say it because I like the idea of it. I'm gonna say this thing like quite cartoonishly, like kind of like zipped up into the air and kind of went through Risbit like eyes and mouth kind of thing. But there's kind of a faint blue ghastly glow off him, and his eyes are kind of glowing. So you can quite tell like something's gone wrong.
So because this might be a cheeky question, but because I know he is possessed, is it possible for me to target the ghost instead of him?
You cannot. It's literally in the writing. The ghost can't be targeted by any spells or effects.
That's absolutely fine. I just wanted to make sure. Whoever's stats it is, can they make a wisdom saving?
Oh, it's still the ghost. All the ghost does is it gets to control Risbit. It assumes his health and his weapon damage. That's it.
Oh god, his health.
Yes, but it's Risbit's health and armor. That is an 18, Amy.
It saved. Never mind. I was trying to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but it saved.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately.
And that's gonna do, Amy.
The strongest boss anybody's ever fought.
Yeah.
Can't believe this is how we TVK. Like, I mean, except for Risbit. So I guess it doesn't count as the TVK because Risbit will survive.
I gave Bardic Inspiration to Coda.
Fair. And with that, number 1's gone. Number 3, the ghost goes on Risbit, so it's technically not his go. It is Esme's go now.
So, do I remember correctly? The last thing Bhaal said was Esme has a big head.
Yeah.
Esme looks at ghastly Bhaal and says, "I'm going to destroy you," and then she returns to focusing on the ghost by trying to move closer to the party. So she's gonna Misty Step and then fire off 2 shots at number 2.
Oh, clever.
No attacks here, beach. I'm gonna try actually my insightful fighting on this little creature. So if it has deception, roll it against my insight.
13.
Nice.
Nice. Hits.
Go away, ghost!
That's Poopy 666 again. Nice. Now we just have to fight Risbit.
Is that all, Esme?
Yeah, bitch, I'm all done.
Who's that
Well,
against?
Fucking god.
Code.
Cool. Yeah, that hits.
I also realized this thing doesn't get a multi-attack because that is a class feature, not a ghost feature. So it only
Still,
gets
I mean, that'll do
Yeah,
it
no.
though, Darren. The nat 20 is enough, really.
Oh wait, okay, we're waiting.
What are we waiting for, Neil?
I have no idea.
You killed 2 of them. There's still 1 inside Risbit.
$17 slashing damage.
I'm unconscious.
Oh my god.
BKB, get it. I was
Coda.
gonna say, guys, I am so sorry.
Coda
Ian,
and
don't kill me.
death saving throw, please.
Immediately?
It's your go.
Oh,
That's
it's my
all you
go.
can do when
Okay,
you're
okay. I didn't know it was my go. I thought it was just like
It's like-
okay.
It's like. Yeah, you're fine. We are now to Izzy.
I'm going to, first of all, bonus action healing word on Coda to stabilize.
Oh, nice, excellent day.
Because fuck this. I'm so mad. Oh. Okay, you get. Oh, that's so bad. What the fuck?
I mean, that's like half of my regular health, Amy. Don't worry.
Coda is officially on 7 HP. He is awake and he is prone.
Yep.
And then, can I make another wisdom saving throw?
Sure thing, buddy.
Ian, I don't
That is
blame
a
you.
7.
It's not your fault.
Okay, I cast Status Hideous Laughter, so Ghost and Pose Risbit are now incapacitated. They fall prone and are unable to stand up for the duration.
Oh shit, Han, how long is that?
At the end of its turn, it can make another.
Oh shit! Oh wow, damn, dude, this is a
It's
serious game
it's like a level 1 spell and it's really good.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, oh, it's insane. Hold on, 1 second.
Yeah, and I love the aesthetic of it because they just fall in like like just crazy fits of laughter.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure incapacitating gives. Is it instant crits if I'm right? I think.
It could be insta-crit.
Oh, you can't take actions or reactions. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's cool. So that was Izzy. Now
You're
we're
prone as well.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hold on. That's the thing. Yeah.
So we have advantage on melee
attack.
attacks. Melee attacks.
Well, melee attack. Yeah. Esme, you're up, buddy.
Well, Esme looks at the other two party members and is like, I take it we can hit Risbit for the moment.
Knock him out!
Esme puts away the rod and she takes out the crowbar.
Do it!
But Esme knows the importance of his face, so she will just aim for the midsection. Izzy, heal him later! Hiya!
Are we actually going to do that Jonathan Ed scene with the pool cues and the old guy?
Yes.
And don't stop me now?
No,
Yes.
that's not what I'm doing, but it's close.
I'm going to do that. It sounds fun. Well, if I can stand up.
So yeah, that's
16 versus Risbit Ghost.
Yep.
Cool. Darren, how much damage does the crowbar do?
I'm gonna improvise weapon, so I'm just gonna say 1d6, like it's a club kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah, Bear Arm Esme is just like, well, Wolf Arm Esme is just like, get out of my friend!
What's your HP actually, Ian, so I can track it?
Hold on.
It's 100. It is 100.
84.
Like, at the
We're gonna
minute
be at
or
this
total?
Forever.
I mean, if someone just took out their friggin' rapier and fucking poked the shit out of someone, we'd be halfway there, but yeah.
Ian, is that your current health or your max health?
That's my max health. I haven't been counting what Darren's bringing me down to.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Because I figured Darren was keeping track.
yeah.
Like a good DM.
No, bad DM. That was Esme. Risbit gets to repeat the save, yeah, Amy?
Yeah.
16.
Nope, doesn't do it.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Risbit's possessed and cackling as his friends beat him to death. Coda, you're up. Well, you're lying down, but you know what I mean.
Darren, quick
Yes?
thing. Does it have my AC or its AC?
Yours, it technically has a weaker AC as a result.
No, I've got 12.
Even when you're unarmored?
Yeah, it's part of the goblin feature.
Oh, cool. I mean, not
Oh,
good for
shit.
us, but, you know, still cool.
Oh, well then I guess technically its AC goes up by 1.
Yeah, because in addition, when you're in no armor, AC is equal to 11 plus your dex mod. So
That's
Oh,
pretty cool.
neato. That's cool. That's That's fine. That's cool. Sure, we know that going forward. But yes, Coda, you're awake. You're on the ground. Your friend Risbit's laughing, but also possessed and getting the shit kicked out of him.
I guess I'll kind of confirm with the others that it's okay to beat the shit out of Risbit, and then I'll beat the shit out of
Yep.
Risbit. Yeah, once I get the okay from someone, I'll like, I'm just apologizing constantly, but I'm gonna hit him with the like butt of my rapier, so I'm doing non-lethal.
Yeah, both hit.
18.
Yep,
I'm just shouting.
that's solid.
I'm sorry.
Izzy, you're up.
I am going to take out the long sword and whack him with the butt of it. So that's
Snap.
okay.
Nice.
That's
I'm
14 damage.
prone and incapacitated, am I?
Yes.
Yep.
Everybody has advantage then on melee attacks.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, I remember.
I like that. I like that the one fight that finally brought Risbet to 0 HP is his friend.
His own party.
It's
This
not out.
sucks.
Esme, you're up, buddy.
If I use my rapier, do I get sneak attack damage?
Probably.
Yeah, it's a finesse weapon and your friends are within 5 feet.
Esme
And you have
puts down-
advantage.
Yeah, Esme puts down the crowbar and takes out the rapier. She's like, I'm just gonna stab at things and hope I don't hit anything too dangerous.
Careful of the bomb.
Hits.
Esme continues to shout,
No.
"Get out, my friend."
Risbet gets to repeat it.
Mhm. Nope.
This
Coda.
is just cruel. This is horrible. He's just lying there laughing and we're beating him to death. Okay, I'll hit him twice again. Oh god, I hate
If
it.
we don't do this, he's going to murder us.
Esme looks at Bhaal and is very upset.
He's just like literally picking his ear kind of thing and flicking it away. Yeah, they hit.
19.
Yeah, you successfully knock Risbet unconscious.
Oh, I hate that.
You see the faint glow disappear from his body, and a large pop as a ghost appears directly to the not directly, but off to the side. The cackling continues, but it seems to be like moving of its own accord. Isadora, you're up, buddy.
Straight away, level 3 cure wound.
Oh, thank you.
We kick the shit out of you. I feel
Yeah, it's
bad.
like the least we can do.
Yeah, Risbet, you are on 21 HP. You are and you are prone.
Sorry,
Cool.
sorry, you doing good?
Chris was just like looking at people and he's like, why didn't you kill me?
Alright, all
He's
in
not-
good time.
He's not
Esme
verbally
steps
saying
on his
this, but that's what he's
face.
looking like.
Esme, you're up.
Esme steps on Risbet's face lightly as he says, "Why didn't you kill me?" And then she runs at the ghost. And she starts like, "I'm gonna stabby you!" Insightful fighting. Oh, I don't get it.
It's
Oh no, I'm cursed. Wait, no, Darren. No, that is correct. I got really excited for that.
yeah, the cackling apparition dissipates.
Oh god, it was literally 1 health.
It was.
Literally on 1 HP.
Wait, hold on. Can someone just, before we do anything else, when you're attacking with a finesse weapon, you add your dex modifier to the damage.
Your
Yeah.
choice, strength or dex, yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, with finesse
I-
it's mostly dex, but some weapons are versatile, you can do either, but with finesse it's mostly dex.
No, versatile is you can hold it in one hand or two. Finesse is strength or dex, the player's choice.
Oh, well, I've been doing this wrong the whole time.
Dear lord. Do continue with your question, though, Neil.
Sorry, I just realized that I've been adding +3 to damage when I should be adding +5, and I'm pissed off.
Oh, what?
Oh god.
Well, we know for next time.
I mean, yeah, so guys. The the ghost and the laughing ghost have disappeared. The party are all shooketh. The NPCs are shooketh, and they're kind of like, is everyone okay? Is anyone
I
bleeding?
would
What
like
happened?
help Risbet off the ground. I'll like offer him a
Yeah.
hand.
Also,
Take the help.
if someone is asking who's bleeding, I say everyone. Because we got the shit kicked out of us.
You see
Especially Risbet.
a floating leg of chicken beside Esme, and you're like, geez, that was tough. Yeah.
Esme refuses to look at anyone because internally she's thinking, I didn't get hurt.
Darren,
Esme?
Isadora, hi, how are you? What's going on?
Why is he here?
Kay
Rude. I have a name.
since he fell from the skies, and I thought we had ingratiated ourselves.
You know
I
that's not who I'm talking to.
I know. He was talking to me and he attached to my belly button. These guards are not gonna like it. Esme is not making eye contact with anyone.
Darren,
Ian.
I'd like to go over to Bhaal and see if I can touch him.
Yeah, your hand faces through.
It phases through.
Yep.
Fucker.
So were
I-
those
I
his
turn-
ghosts, Esme, or unrelated?
I turn around to everybody and I'm like, you guys did a good job. Well done. And Risbit sort of bandages himself up and just lays on the ground and goes back to sleep.
See, he's got the right idea, Paul says, waving his chicken drumstick around.
Bhaal, can I ask a question?
Oh, you technically just did.
Hey Bhaal, were they your ghosts or were they someone else's ghosts?
Oh, really? Like, every ghost has to be connected to me? What do I look like? Some
Oh.
Orcus prune? No. Orcus. He starts fake dry heaving.
Esme looks at Coda. Does that answer your question?
I mean, I don't believe him, but yeah.
He gestures to Cody. He's like, I wouldn't believe me either.
Why are you making your own undeath so difficult?
I mean, what are you gonna do? Kill me?
No, but I will walk into the forest and see what happens.
Let me illustrate what happens. You explode. I find someone else to hang out with. It's an easy system. Really, no.
It sounds like a good trade-off.
Bhaal,
Yeah.
were you the one whispering in our ears when we were trying to talk?
What? When we were trying to talk when?
Whispers. That
I
wasn't
don't
you.
know. Icarus, I just don't know.
No, his voice sounded different when he was talking to me through the ring.
Oh, he's been talking to you through the ring.
It literally happened when Isadora was telling us about her new friend, and then it just so happened he was around. I don't know why.
Darren, just
He
out of
is-
character, was that when we heard the whispering?
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can assume.
I mean, assume what you would like, my friend. Oh, I will not say yea or nay.
Darren,
Yeah.
is Smoliver okay?
Yeah, they're kind of just all like, oh god, I'm kind of wide awake, the adrenaline's been pumping. She's like, I'm not going to get back to sleep and all that. But yeah, no, they're not damaged.
Esme will look at Kay, and if it looks like he's angry, she will look around his eyes, so it looks like she's making eye contact, but she's not.
Yeah, it's a case of his head just rotates to meet Esme's gaze, but he's in full Sphinx mode, so what? Go with your gut maybe? Or it's up to you. I don't know, man. You can't get a read on this face.
Oh no, she knows she's in trouble. She's not going near him. She just wants to make sure that he's not actively angry. The passive anger is fine.
So, Esme.
Is this Bhaal?
Yeah. Bhaal twirls around Esme in a ghastly form and kind of solidifies, but he's clearly in Esme's old Nasty Boys uniform. And
Those
he's
are my clothes. They're mine.
Just-
Why are you taking my clothes?
He pushes his bony finger up to Esme's lips and says, "Shh, don't talk." So, here's my offer, because I oddly enough, I know your friends seem to think I only hang out with you, which is kind of fucking lame. And he like wide eye like looks at Izzy. He's like, but I've got other friends. So here's my offer. Are you ready?
Yes.
It doesn't.
I am ready to hear your offer.
It doesn't. It doesn't involve killing your friends.
Oh, I'm listening.
So he's like, so I will give you a favor. You can cash it in at any time. Who knows? Maybe that one. And he like wiggles the chicken bone towards Coda. Maybe he'll be bleeding out, and you'd be like, oh, dearest Bhaal. If only there was a handsome, voluptuous god that could save him. And
He's
boom.
literally bound. He's not voluptuous.
Yeah.
When he says a favor, Coda just like goes like he's just miserable and just glaring like he's so unhappy.
Does he go red? Does he go red, Laura? Is that what you're gonna say?
I was gonna, but then I was like, no, he doesn't.
It's been confirmed. Coda blushes purple. But moving on.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, yeah, no, like one of them could be dying. You could be falling to your death. You know, like favors can be used in any shape or size. So what do you say? You do a favor. I do you a favor. You do me a favor. That kind of thing. You cash it in, then I can cash in one of you. You know, a tit for tat. Scratch my back. I scratch yours, then you scratch my back. Yes. No.
Wait, hold on. So you're going. You have something for me to do, yes?
I mean, maybe I do, maybe I don't. But the point is, I won't be able to cash in my favor until you cash in your favor. But who knows?
Oh.
So, like, you know, it's a case of, like, this offer's going once. He puts it like a bony finger up to...
sour and you go back on your word and make her murder people against her will.
Hey! Who's talking to the body god of murder?
Bhaal kind of like...
Still you for some reason.
Bhaal kind of like floats as if swimming, kind of like, you know, breaststrokes himself around Esme kind of thing. And like he's suddenly in like Coda's get up, but he's like, yes, Esme, what happens when this backfires? Oh god, I'm so deep. He's like, well, going once, and bony finger goes up to Esme's face, and he's like, going twice?
Hey, okay, listen to me. Should I ever need a favor, I will call you first. And that
so we have a deal.
Agreeing on the deal.
No, oh, whoa, no, S. You thought it worked like that? No, it doesn't work like that. You say here now, as these here degenerates as our witnesses, and as you know, you say yes. You say yes or no. It's going once, twice. We're going to hit 3 soon. You'll have a favor. Like, you officially, like, you know, agree to this. Or you don't. Who knows? But, you know, you'll have a favor. Anything you want, your wildest dreams. Good old Bhaal will set you up. And he, like, grabs Esme's cheek and squeezes it kind of thing. And he's like, and then if you do, then you gotta do a little something for me. So that's that. You have to say yes or no now. So going once, going twice.
No.
Oh well. Well, I tried. Oh. He like does a little like twirl on his legs and kind of like goes back into his like. I don't know if I ever described his generic Lord of Death gear, but it's pretty much as like stereotypically like this is my grim dark OC. Do not steal. His name is Blade. His blade has many blades. He talks like this, and he has a beard. You know, he's got like there's spikes and blood everywhere. Probably, who knows? His sword's probably a chainsaw. Who fucking knows? And he's like, well, you know, he's like, you can have her, I suppose, Pelor. He like gestures towards her like pocket as a gift.
I knew it.
And he literally turns on his heel and completely ignores it. He's like, anyone else want to make a deal? Yes, no, going once, twice, anyone?
I give him the finger.
It's like that. In some countries, that's a yes. So I put that down.
I just take out my gun and point it at him.
Oh God, no! Please, Icarus, don't shoot me with your quiche. Oh God, no!
Leave! No. Go away!
He literally goes over to Risbeth. He's like, "What about you, Paladin? You want to make a deal?"
He's asleep.
Asleep.
He's like, "Oh, I know you're listening. Oh, I know." He just literally takes his turn going. I was like, anyone want to make it? Fine. Well, fuck. Well, that was boring. You're boring. Esme, you used to be cool. What happened to you?
You can come back for a social visit whenever you like.
Oh, no, it's too awkward now. You get an official with some golden brick, and all of a sudden, I can't go out with the boys and have fun. Oh,
I literally had it long before I even knew you were in the dagger.
You're literally so boring. Oh, fine, I'm going to go talk to Celeste or something. Who knows?
God help us all.
It's okay, Esme, because we all know, both of us, probably the others, who knows, you share a lot of your family shit like I do. We all know Celeste has definitely not got an itchy stabby finger, and he gestures stabbing in the air. It's like, it's fine. Well, I'm going now. Bye. And he leaves and then comes back, picks up some more chicken. He's like, taking it. This is mine.
Esme just lies down on the ground, just planking, and then just starts screaming into the dirt. I just wanted a new friend who was weird, but no.
You tried your best, but he's just very intent on murder, so maybe not the best friend to have.
Hey, listen,
is everyone here seriously weird enough?
You have other gods who are friends. I mean...
Oh, well, I'm not allowed to be friends with one of them already because of you, so it's fine. I guess I'll just be friends with Pelor. Pelor, I do like you, though. Esme holds up the rod and she's like, you're just really bland. You're like, I had such cool dreams about the things this rod can do. Start helping a sister out, because there are very eligible men coming to talk to me about alternatives of darkness.
Yeah, rod burns and Esme drops it.
Now everyone's mad at me.
Oliver eventually is like, okay, can I go back to bed now? This is just, I can't process this.
Go to sleep, I'll
best,
stay up.
Yes.
Yeah, the NPCs I'll kind of double check then triple check everyone's okay. The perimeter's not compromised by chicken eating lords of murder. And yeah, she goes to they all go to bed. They all kind of turn in sort of thing. So
I also go to bed. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm on 6 HP, so I'm also gonna go to bed.
Yeah, so Esme, you're on watch, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's cool. No, I'm just literally just want to leave this game. It's morning comes. Everybody wakes.
I'd be concerned if we didn't. Oh yeah, Risbet's died in his sleep. It's oh cool, thanks. Grand.
Is everyone in one piece? No more ghosts, no more anyone being possessed.
Everyone's like, well, that was an unconventional encounter last night, eh?
It certainly was.
As we're packing up camp and getting ready to, Isidore says, speaking of, and I know this isn't, the best on the tail end of what happened last night, but, Monkey, when we came out of the orchestra member's dream, I brought someone with me, and I don't know how, but I did. And she takes the Warforged hand out of her bag and she says, this is Doc, and she says in binary for him to introduce himself.
The hand waves as best to its ability.
He was a medic during the wars. We don't really remember, but that, and she points to the rest of the party, that we saw bits of during our time in someone's head. We talked a bit, and he wants to help out. He's very willing to, I don't want to say give us a hand. It sounds like I'm making a bad joke, but that's what it is. Oh, also, just as a little side note, just a little thing, the orchestra knows where we are and they could be coming for us any minute. So that's a thing, because they travel through the ethereal plane, and yeah, they could be surrounding us right now. I feel that's for people to know. And one more thing, just to check off my mental list before I forget it. And I wake up. Doc needs a body. He wants to help, but he can't really do much in this state. And not to be grim about it, but she turns to Lawrence. We found a lot of bodies in the library, and I hate to sound grim, but chances are we're going to find more in the outpost. So if we find some sort of empty shell that Doc can use and that they're comfortable with, I'm going to try attach them to it. And the reason I'm telling you guys this is because I feel it's only fair for everyone to have the proper information. Like, if you guys were to suddenly wake up one night and I was concocting some grim ritual where I was attaching a strange thing onto like body parts and you didn't know why, I feel that'd just be rude. So I would never do that to you guys.
If that's a veiled criticism of me, I won't hear it and I won't respond to it. But
it was barely veiled, to be honest.
All I know is when I ripped out spines and attached them to a severed head, it resulted in a god kind of type person. So you better hope that your hand friend is as cool as that.
Oliver looks at Esme as she says that and he looks horrified.
I saved you from mind flayers. I've done a lot.
Or have you done very little and acted like you've done a lot?
You shut your hole, you.
Kay just points at Risbet and nods.
While
You
they're doing
also
that,
shut your golden face.
Isidore is telling Doc everyone's names in binary.
I go over and ask if I can shake Doc's only hand.
Just shake Doc.
He doesn't speak common, so I ask him if that's.
Yeah, he says yeah, but like he gives Risbet like a thumbs up kind of thing and like gestures to like
Yeah, there you go.
him.
Cool, I shake the disembodied hand.
Nice. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. 1 second.
So now there's what, 12 people?
Something like that.
Now let's do a roll call. Kay, Red, Monkey, Lawrence,
Rook.
Wilson, Doc, Rook, Esme, Coda, Izzy, Risbet. How many is that?
However many you said out.
I wasn't counting. Hang on.
Yeah, there's
So was
12.
I.
12?
Yep.
We're a proper fellowship.
Jesus.
And Bhaal was temporarily here, so that was almost 13.
No, that's unlucky 15.
He was inside Esme for like a while.
And technically I was possessed, so that could be like another one.
Too many people. But yeah,
And technically I made a man out of my gun, so he counts as, what, 15? 13, 14?
Yeah, no, he was saying when we left the orchestra members' mind, we made like an opening which they can pass through, but like they travel through the ethereal plane kind of thing. So yeah, not ideal. Just in case he finds it.
He so will. I can't believe he's going to my sister. I missed the shroud. I'm going back to the shroud, so I can't have emotions because this is sad.
A heavy point.
Cool, good timing.
So everyone's met Doc.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's out of the way. That's ticked off the list.
Rook is like, does anyone else have any disembodied body parts to talk about while we're here?
Shut
No!
up,
No,
Rook.
this is my
Just
only
lead us to the next place. I hate this forest.
Imagine, I have held my tongue, but you know what? I don't care. And he just turns around and starts throwing stones and walks like, you know what, fuck it, if I don't get money, if I die out, I welcome death. And he just starts walking
Yeah, I was gonna say, that'd be a blessing.
As Rook storms off, like down the way, Red and Monk are kind of like, should we follow McKay? She's like, do you ever notice, Esme, you have this effect on?
You ever notice?
You cut out, Neil.
You got it.
No, don't leave me.
I just heard.
Upset.
Yeah, I heard don't
I
leave
mean-
me.
I mean, I can see that.
Well,
Yes.
I'm happy you didn't hear the first part. She just says, like, listen, I'm an emotional person. I'm burning with feelings and ideas. I'm a sunshine. I'm a sun star blast. I'm a lot of things happening all at once, and you need to catch up. And then she starts like walking ahead to like towards Rook, which is just very angry. I don't know. She wants to be friends with Bhaal, but she also knows she cannot. So now she's sad.
She's having a tantrum.
Literally, I will stab you to death. I'll kill
Darren,
you
just
again.
I don't have to have a conversation, but I just want to like check in with Alexander while we're walking to make sure that he hasn't been like attacked by monsters. Because I know last time we talked, he was like he had like invisible monsters in this house. So I just want to make sure he's like not dead.
The TLDR is very much, I'm alive, I haven't been attacked, but we can iron out the specific details. Like,
Yeah. No,
later.
I don't need to. I just want to make sure he's not dead. That's all. Like,
And hey,
My
the
priority right
invisible
now.
monsters was just a hypothesis. It wasn't proved.
well, yeah, it was like, oh, there's whispers in my house, and there might be something in my house, and I was like, cool, yeah, grand. Okay, I just want to make sure he is not dead.
Ask him
That's
what it's
cool.
like being a man of the law.
Yeah, and I'll ask him what it's like being a man of the law. I'll ask him how bones he is.
It's like, well, we've all started smoking, so it's not stressful. But yeah, no, he enjoys it. But yeah, Red is limping because of her leg. It was essentially healed because I believe Risbeth announced that he was like straight up was like, I'm sorry, like not sorry, but like I'll heal you. He healed it. It was very much like she's not going to die from the wound. It's very much like it doesn't repair the like intense damage that was done to her. That kind of thing. So she has a limp. She kind of struggles to hold her big crossbow thing now. That sort of thing. Her left leg and her right arm are kind of like permanently like not fucking perfect essentially. But like she's not gonna die from the wound. That sort of thing. Like, but yeah. So she's kind of limping. She's moving a bit slower. Not enough that it's gonna slow the group down or anything. Even though I don't know. There's probably some rules lawyer out there being like, actually, but it's like, you know what? Who gives a fuck? It's more just like a flavor for the sake of moving forward. Oliver is kind of quiet. He's just more just like, that was an eventful night. Kay is just kind of, after Esme storms off, he's just kind of like, shrugs. Rook, again, moving forward, impatient and irritated. Doc is Doc. And Lawrence is quiet. He's just like, Jesus, this, whenever this ever happened in the middle of the abandoned library that I stayed in.
Does he still not believe that we're outside?
Yeah, he is still just like, I'm on to you, illusion.
I like let Doc and Lawrence know like if they want to like go on.
Yeah. I'm going to be the what? The guild one.
Oh. I was like, which gilded wang?
That's a gilded wang.
Esme or Kay would definitely catch a wind and just be like, oh, I'm Esme. I'm just so complicated. Like leans up against a tree. It's like, I'm just so conflicted. Shut the fuck up, Esme.
Oliver's just like, Mom and Dad are fighting.
Here he is, pinnacle death machine, everybody.
Yeah, I need a drawing of Kay just being really dramatic, leaning up against a tree, pretending to be Esme.
Oh, for sure. I'll get cracking on that.
Please.
So you guys travel. Can I have just a survival roll, please, for this?
I guess I'll
Sure.
assist Risbeth because
Why
he's the best at this.
not?
Yeah, if you want.
I will not assist Risbeth.
Ooh,
I did
nice.
okay.
Oh,
Nice,
those
look
two
at
did
it.
fantastically.
Yay!
Yeah, you Isadora and Risbeth, like, navigate well. As you go further in, like kind of proceeding forward, the ash gets denser in the sense that like it just seems to be getting more and more. You're clearly going towards like possibly a source of this ash. It looks really undisturbed. Like despite you catching sight of like one or two birds over the course of like, let's say you guys left at 8 a.m. and it's about maybe 2 in the evening now, like 2 in the afternoon. You guys have kind of caught sight of like one or two birds. You've heard like really distant faint singing, but other than that, the grass and the trees don't kind of look disturbed. Like the ashes kind of fall and settle, that sort of thing. The only thing disturbing the ash is you guys. But
can we still breathe without the masks? By the way?
Yeah, it's more just no, like Rook is kind of like has his mask like kind of like just he's holding it like ready to put it back on, but he's like you're like, well, I don't feel like I'm dying. It's more a case of like if you wanted to put it on so you're not breathing in a shitload of ash, you can, but like you certainly don't need it going forward if like that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's around 3 o'clock in the day, and you guys see like it's essentially like before you is a massive hill, like your kind of like destination is going towards a hill. Like Rook is kind of like, he's like, right, do you guys want to rest or you want to keep going forward? Essentially, he's like, do you wish to proceed?
Proceed.
Yeah, unless anyone has anything else they want to do.
Let's go to the hill.
Cool. Yeah. You guys climb the top of this hill. Before you is a colossal, wide open area. At the bottom of this hill, on the other side, is what looks like the remains of a complex. And in the sense that what is the remains of a complex, in the sense you find the source of the ash. Before you is like this wide open area. Like you can see what remains of buildings, like construction struts, all that jazz. Like it's like in the inside, the skeleton of buildings is the only thing that remains. Like they kind of have as if like something detonated and frozen. Not frozen, but like it's that kind of effect. It's not literally ice before it. It was like, but it's a case of like the ash has been like solidified in that action. In the center looks like the corner of a building, maybe, but all around you, like all you can see is just complete and utter devastation. Like everything is destroyed, melted, ashy. It's just gone. Upon seeing this, like Red drops to her knees, hyperventilating and freaking out. She's like, it's gone, it's all gone. It's meant to be here, it's meant to... And like you can see in the far, far distance, what looks like a part of a complex that might have, say, been a docks is equally destroyed. Like you can see bits of struts sticking up out of like what looks like an ocean in the distance, but there is nothing there, bar this like tiny bit of a building jutting out of the ground in like what looks like to be like the epicenter of it all.
Esme proceeds forward, and she's looking. She's got that look. You know that look when Esme is about to do something because she's pissed off.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's got that look on her face, and she is heading for the epicenter.
Oh yeah, no, this thing is fucking huge. Like it's gonna take you like it's a couple of hundred feet. In other words, like it's not gonna be like Esme walks and she gets to the
No.
Yeah, no. So like as you descend,
going.
as you descend the hill, like you feel the wind whooshing past you. You can kind of hear it whistling as it goes past your ears. Like your nose is just bombarded with ash that's kind of blown towards you. The skeletal remains of the buildings look like they could literally topple over at like a strong breeze is noticed, sort of thing. Like everything is just dead. Like for lack of a better term, like dead. Like it's just all mush. And like Red eventually kind of picks herself up and kind of like just completely like deadpan face, just like walks forward. Monkey hasn't really said anything, just kind of clutching her arm, that sort of thing. The others are kind of like quiet as well, kind of letting this like wash over them, kind of digest it. It takes you about like 5 minutes to get to the bottom of this hill, and before you is just like a straight run, like a straight run, like it's more like flat land more so than a straight run of this ash, like ash mounds everywhere, like it just So do you guys proceed?
Oh yeah, I'm heading for that.
If Esme's barreling on, I'll follow.
Building.
I play Ori Suspense, so we can't be.
That you can't be surprised, isn't it? Yeah.
And we have advantage against traps.
Ooh, neat. Cool, yeah.
I like the image of us just like walking through this like desolate, like in silence, and Izzy just starts strumming on her banjo, just like, lads, I've got a tune for you.
No.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Lawrence kind of essentially pops, perks up and is like, where is it?
Oh, don't worry. Oh, it's here. It's underground. Definitely underground. Let's keep going. And she just keeps
Sorry.
going.
Does this look recent? All of this damage.
Give me a investigation, I guess.
Can I try as well?
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, if anyone wants to do rolls, checks, right, like that, just announce it, and I will say it's such.
No.
I too would like to do it. Well, no, actually, Esme will continue on for the moment because I think they've got this under control.
Yeah, it doesn't look recent, guys, in the sense that like this heavy ash has settled, and you guys disturbing it can kind of see a distinct coloration between the top layer and like the bottom or the underneath layers. That kind of thing. It's quite heavy. Like you guys are kind of up to your knees in ash, so to speak.
Okay, so whatever was done here was done a while ago. Like it wasn't like in the last. It
Yeah.
wasn't. It hasn't happened like since we got here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Like this is like there might be like some slight disturbance due to like say the wind from the ocean, that sort of thing. But like yeah, no, this is clearly like set in itself. Yeah. Again, Red kind of like stops and is kind of like, where do we go? There's meant to be boats. There's meant to be an outpost. Like what do we do?
Shut up, Red. Shut up. Just shut up. You're out in the center. Just shut up.
And she's like, no, fuck you. And she like,
Oh my god. Shush. Just shush. She just keeps going.
She aims a crossbow at Esme and she's like, tell me to shush one more fucking time.
Take the shot, bitch.
Why don't we all take a time out and keep looking forward?
Red's like, will you tell that fucking oversized child to start throwing a temper tantrum and maybe we fucking will? And she like gestures the crossbow forward.
Right. Here. I think we should all calm down. Not just Esme, not just
Yeah,
you,
Oliver's like, no,
everybody.
I agree with Risbit. And like Lawrence is like, it's not real. And it's like Rook is like, will you shut the fuck up with your real, not real. It's just basically like it kind of devolves into like everyone's yelling at everyone sort of thing.
I fucked it up, guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, what?
Esme just like lets out a guttural scream to get everyone to shut up, and she says, I'm sorry for being difficult. Now let us continue on to the episode.
Esme!
What?
That guttural scream carries oddly far. Like, it's a case of, like, it definitely should have subsided, yet the trees seem to return the screech.
Good. I am prepared for this.
The screech is met with the beating of wings.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Esme looks up into the air.
And she doth see fully spread out black wings against the sun.
Esme takes the burning rod of Pelor in her hand, and she will attack the dragon. And she says, I chose you, son boy. You better start paying dividends on this one. And she attacks.
Can I have an attack roll, please? And initiative, friends.
Now, is this the dragon that set Rook off? Is this the dragon we saw in the
I'm going to say to distinguish that at the current time, you have to give me perception because it's got the wing or it's got the sun at its back kind of thing, so it's more just like a black shape.
Are we on a battle map, by the way?
We are about to.
22 perception on that, Darren.
It is certainly the same kind of breed. It might not be necessarily the exact same one. It's certainly like possibly from the same family, that kind of thing, or tree maybe. I don't know how dragon hierarchy works in terms of like family and or race, but it's certainly the same type in terms of reductionary stats.
What same type as what? Which one?
The black dragon you saw come up out of the water.
The one that like killed Rook's friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. So Coda, that was a 22. That was
No, sorry, my initiative was a 24. That was my
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
That too was initiative?
Indeed.
Cool. Alrighty.
That's a classic Risbit initiative thing.
And 2 hits. Sorry, I didn't see the hit. 1 second, guys. I'll just set it up. I note all this down.
Oh boy. Hey, it's pretty small. Oh, okay.
Esme, you strike. Can I have some damage, please?
Can I switch with Coda just for aesthetic?
Can you switch with Coda for? Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
Literally just aesthetic. Just angry. She deserves to get covered in acid right now, Esme.
That is a Palor. I mean, maybe if
Alright,
we
cool.
started shouting at him, he would.
Essentially, like, for fucking easy sake, this thing smashes down. Like as Esme fires, this thing like lunges onto the ground, kind of like dragging it, or not dragging it. Skyrim lands like on all fours, like boom, and the NPCs just happen to be on the other side of you guys and get slapped by its tail and go flying back. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. And starting us off in the battle against the Black Dragon is Icarus.
Cool. 2 pistol shots with 2 grit points for advantage.
Cool.
Go down.
22 hits.
I'm an action surge. So,
Cool.
1 more with advantage, 1 without.
Cool. Both hit?
No, that was an 18 and a 15.
Oh shit, sorry. 18 hits.
So an extra 22. So 22 plus 19 for total damage. I can't add, so someone can.
Neat. Yeah, no, I got it.
I think it's like 40 something.
Yeah, no, that's solid damage.
15 plus 22 is 37.
It was 19 plus 22.
Oh, sorry. I saw the 15, sorry.
No, I did a lot of rolls that round. It's okay. And yeah, I'll just hold my shield up then. I might move forward a little bit as well. Just to try and attract it towards me and not to like Esme or Izzy.
Yeah, no, this thing lets out a roar as these these several bullets go into it. Again, the roar echoes, and the trees carry it back. You hear slightly bigger beating of wings.
Oh Jesus! But this is like its baby.
Well,
cool. 1 second, guys. It is dragon faces go.
well, that makes it easier for me. It was 25 feet away anyway, but you know.
Esme, it's gonna bite your face.
No.
Esme refuses.
Oh wow, it's not.
She does just refuse.
It's gonna claw out towards. Actually, it's not. It's gonna claw Esme because it can't reach that far. It's the bite that can go really far. That's a claw at you, Esme. 22 to hit.
Hits?
You take 11 slashing damage from this big, huge whoosh claw across your chest, kind of.
I use my evasion to have that.
Oh, excelente! Nice. Esme, you're up.
Perfecto.
Everyone else's initiative I have down as their names, but Esme's was just written as 14, and I was like, what?
Who is that?
Legit, like,
Darren, can I like acrobatics jump on the back of the dragon?
Oh god.
it will, as cool it is it like, so because it's a large creature, it will take your action to do so. But you can. It's quite a large creature, so it's like a pretty big feat, that kind of thing, quite literally and figuratively. But no, you can't. You're allowed to do such a thing.
1 second.
And then the mama dragon swoops in and picks you up off her baby's back.
Do you think I'm not? I am prepared for this. If anything, that's kind of the plan. Yeah, no, screw it. Esme's gonna get on the back of the dragon.
Alrighty, give me an acrobatics roll, friend.
Nice.
Yeah, Esme like backflips up on top of the dragon.
Well done.
Nice one. Yeah. I'm assuming you're not going to move anywhere after doing that. So, Isadora, you're up, buddy.
Can it make a wisdom save?
1 second. Wisdom.
Are dragons wise? I feel like dragons are wise.
I feel like all of their stats are good, but not good enough. I cast polymorph to turn it into a beetle. And because Esme is currently standing on it, can she crush the beetle?
I mean, she technically can, but I just want to check something.
If it's crushed in beetle form, it'll turn back into a dragon, and it will just take whatever damage Esme did to it as a beetle.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Is it like a druid shapeshifting?
Polymorph,
or does it
once it goes
specifically
to 0, it reverts back to its old form, but whatever excess damage carries over, yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like stepping on a beetle would cause a huge amount of damage to the beetle.
I'm gonna say, was it Esme's dropping? It's technically dropping down from like a height. Amy, I'm gonna say since it's your spell, you can roll the die. But can I have 4d10 damage?
Yeah.
Nice.
Will I add anything or?
No, it's just more like excessive, like crushing.
Okay.
That was a sick team.
Oh wow, yeah, that was a solid. Yeah, that was pretty solid.
Also,
like,
just for the aesthetic of that move.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
So good.
Like, yeah, because like all I'm picturing is like Esme flips up, lands, it turns, she just like follows through with her heel and immediately just pops back up with the dragon and she's just standing back up on top of it again. That was pretty solid fucking damage too, actually. Because it's like it's just damage it takes us, like, so it's not like resisted. But yes, that was good. Because I wasn't sure, because I couldn't remember if polymorph is like druid shape-shifting where it's like you were. But no, that's 27 fucking solid damage is pretty solid. Is that all, Amy? Or anything else you wish to do?
Hang on.
Yeah, of course, take your time, do take your time.
The transformation lasts for the duration or until the target drops hit point.
But it's the hit points of the assumed form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of the assumed form, which I assume a beetle has like 1 health.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm done.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like I'm Amy and I apologize. I definitely have that feeling.
Yeah. I'm done.
Cool. Risbit.
Cool. I'm gonna run up to it. And I'm gonna just smack it twice.
This dragon's just had the weirdest existential experience ever.
27 and 26 does.
Yes, both hit. Fuck.
Cool. I'm just gonna do 2 normal greatsword hits. No smites or anything.
Gotta save the smites for Mama.
Possibly. However, Darren, that is 32 damage.
That's the
third 666.
Yeah. I'm only 2 off maxing that as well. That's ridiculous.
That was really good.
That is fucking lads. This fucking thing's getting his absolute teeth kicked in. Is that all? Jesus Christ.
That is all.
And with that, we are back to Coda.
I probably shouldn't move away. No, I'll just hit it with my rapier because I don't want to get an opportune attack from my dragon. I see him.
27 hits.
A mighty 10 whole damage.
It's fucking 10 damage, buddy. Better than 0 damage, am I right? Okay, so can Risbit and Coda make dex saving throws, please?
Do we get a bonus from being near you, Ian?
You.
You do.
Plus 2
Or-
because of my charisma mod.
That's still only a 10.
I don't. I crit failed because
Well,
I'm special.
We're about to I hope we just
well.
hold hands and take this acid blast together.
Or if it's fire, we're resistant.
I can
Here's
confirm
hoping,
it is
buddy.
not fire.
Oh dear.
You guys take 39 acid damage.
The goggles, they do nothing.
Just to confirm, we were back on max, yeah?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Thank God.
Well, cool.
Yeah, that's all I can do in that turn.
So
We're
how
back
much
to Esme.
You have, Laura.
How much? I'm just calculating now, Ian. I have 13.
Oh, I'm on 45. Heal Coda. Not me.
So, I can't heal anyone. But,
Oh, sorry.
Risbit is next to the dragon, correct?
Yes.
Esme will take out her rapier and begin to try to stab the dragon in the head. Just like straight down, aiming for any kind of like. For the purposes of aesthetic, she is trying to aim in such a way as to like stab into the dragon and do like not extra damage or anything like that, but just be like not trying to pierce a dragon head on with like iron scales and a super thick skull. Like she's just stabbing right at the face and hoping for the best.
She's being smart.
That does not hit, I'm sorry, Neil. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. It was solid effort, though. You guys hear like this crack of like just wings, like fucking giving it its sucks, and like the trees kind of shake with this absolute colossal, deafening roar. Oh yeah, do you? Sick one. Isidore, you're up, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to zoop over here and cast Cure Wounds on Coda at third level.
I thought you said you're gonna jump, and I was like, "Are you getting on its back too?"
No!
Thank you, Amy.
Oof, that's not great.
Nice.
Mm. And that's it.
That's all. Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
cool, bean. Risbit, you're up, buddy.
Can I try and smack it once again?
You can indeed, friend.
18.
18 hit.
Cool. I'm just gonna do one damage hit thing.
One what? Smite?
No, just normal attack.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. $16 damage.
Yeah, nice. Like, yeah, you're cutting into this thing. Its wing is bent up. It's like there's fucking like acidic blood pouring out of its neck, and it's really banged up. It's like it's kind of like almost roaring in pain at this point. Is that all you're doing?
That is all I'm gonna do.
Cool. Coda, you're up, buddy.
This thing's looking real bad, right?
Yeah, it's bleeding out a lot of places. It's not looking healthy either way. It may not be like on its last legs in quotations, but it's certainly not fucking healthy.
But the roar is coming from the trees. Can we see anything, or is it just like noise coming closer?
Noise you can't see coming close.
Okay. It might be a mistake, but I want to hold my action. Because I think the guys are going to take this thing out like this round, so I want to hold my action, and if I see that thing coming out of the trees, I want to take 2 shots at it.
Okay, yeah. No, that's
Also,
cool.
I gotta
That's
run to the bathroom, but I'll be
solid
back in a
move.
sec.
fair. Cool, that's code to go. And we're back to track. Risbit, can you make an opportunity attack, please?
I can indeed. Is it flying away or walking away?
It's flying, it's shooting straight up into the air.
Damn.
Esme, can you have a strength save, please?
And 18, Darren.
Yes, 18 strikes.
Darren, do I benefit from Risbit being nearby?
Well.
Technically, yes, because it's a case of like it just shoots off.
What do I add?
2, I believe it is. It's a case of Esme. I personally pictured you being near its neck area, kind of upper head. Would that be fair to assume? Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's essentially when it takes off, you kind of roll backwards and kind of grab onto it, like the base of its tail. You haven't fallen, but Risbit, as it flies off and you slice down with that 12, you actually take one of its feet off, like kind of like at the joint, the ankle joint sort of thing. It's like straight off. But this thing is like going straight up into the air, like it's kind of screaming in pain at this point. But
Wait, is Esme still on it?
Esme is still on it, and it is going up.
Misty, step off!
I have a better idea!
It is actually Esme's goal right now.
Darren, can I see the big dragon yet?
You can see a gigantic hulking shape in the distance, and as like you can see, it's as its wings go down, you can see like the tree leaves just boom, like feel it. It's like flying quite low.
I'm okay with this. I'd like to go full werewolf and then make sure I climb higher onto the back of this dragon.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna say like, in terms of mechanic wise, it's like half your movement because it's difficult terrain, but like I'm pretty sure that's enough distance to cover. So
it was
more
for flavor, just to make sure that.
I completely get that. But that's like as I was saying that, I was like, the dragon's not going to be 15 feet fucking long. It's fine.
Basically, one claw either side of the like basically at each wing joint, and then holding on from there. And yeah, I'm just hoping I move towards the big guy. Beyond that, if the dragon starts to move closer to the bigger dragon, I will have a reaction planned for then.
Okay, what's the reaction? Just like kind of lay it out there so we're all on like. I'm
definitely full on going to Misty Step as a werewolf straight into the giant dragon and just attack it head on, but as a werewolf.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Right. So, would you say that's the end of your goal?
Unless I get to do that at the end of my turn, then yes, for the moment, that is the plan.
Yeah, essentially from the smoke cloud on the ground where like this thing's tail kicked up, you see like kind of glowing arrows fire up out of it. Like you see a glowing bow. It's like from the shape and size and how it's moving, you can tell it's Rook. That kind of thing. He's kind of like laying into this thing's wing and it's like slowly starting to fall back down. Izzy, you're up.
Okay. So from the ground, we can just see the dragon we've been fighting.
Yeah, but like you can kind of like this thing's roar. It's like it's getting freaking close, like that sort of thing. Like in a sense that if you definitely know there's something else on the horizon. If that's what you're
Can the one that Esme is currently on that we've been fighting?
Amy, you cut out from me.
Sorry.
It was just you said that Esme is right, and then whatever after that I didn't hear.
Can I make a con save?
Oh, concept. Yeah, sorry. 1 second. That's Photoshop. I fucking hate.
Like I don't know what to do here.
I've just come up with an amazing idea.
Oh shit, that's a 12.
Okay, it's blind.
Oh. I like it.
That's me.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie, that was solid. No, that's fair. Like, this thing's like kind of like like trashing its head left and right. Clearly can't see. Risbit, you're up, buddy.
How far away up and over is it?
I'm gonna say because it's wounded so heavily, because you guys fucking went balls to the walls. It's technically got half its flying speed, but as a result, it's about maybe 30 feet off the ground. It's still, like dragons have insane flying speed. I'm sorry, but it's about 30 feet up, like directly up.
Directly up. Okay, great. So, I need to read up on Misty Step. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I just had as I said 30 feet, I was like, oh, that's the, oh boy.
That's the magic number. I totally wasted my turn, didn't I? What a shame.
I just flew past M. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Dude.
I'm super excited.
So am I. I have no idea where this is going, but it involves Misty Step and a giant dragon. So well, not a giant dragon.
And Riz been doing some sort of
Also,
ultra
speaking of like large creatures, that the revised D&D DM screen is fucking brilliant. It has like size comparison charts and stuff for everything.
Ooh.
It's what, 4 panels, isn't it? Yeah. The third panel, so the second one that's usually directly facing the DM, all it is tables on how to improvise difficulty and random shit on the spot. It's really cool. It's a really good DM screen. Yeah, I was like, because like no matter what it's going to be useful, but like that specific panel has size charts for like base. I'm assuming for like flavor to be like, it's this size. That's how high your head goes up to it. But like above all the illustrations, it's just for rolling crap absolutely on the spot. And I was like, this is deadly. So yeah, again, shout out to people because that was a fantastic thing. But yeah, I recommend it as a DM screen. But yeah, sorry. Ian, what you doing, buddy? I don't mean that in a rushing way. I'm just like, let's get back to Ian.
Misty Step. Gonna read out the description and you can make a ruling based on what I'm about to say after.
Of course, my friend, do.
Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet into an unoccupied space that you can see. Technically, the air is unoccupied space beside the dragon.
Yes. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah, because like occupied space would be teleporting to where it literally is. But the unoccupied space would be the square in quotations beside the dragon, I guess. But yeah, sorry, continue.
So could I teleport to the square beside the dragon and slash it twice?
Oh, like plummeting kind of slash? Like kind of like drive the sword into it as you're going downwards?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah, go for it, buddy. That's cool.
Cool, so I'm gonna do that. I'm not falling to death. So yeah, it's like like Risbit just like appears beside Esme and is like, you think you're getting away? 22 and 17, Daz.
Both hit.
Oh. I'm gonna add level 3 and a level 2 smite to this.
Go for it, buddy.
53 damage.
You guys.
Oh god.
Risbit slashes right, slashes left, and he starts to fall downwards. As he falls, the left and right wing of the dragon come off its body.
Oh my god.
It shrieks. Like, it shrieks louder than anything you guys have ever seen. Like, it's anguish knows no bounds.
I fucking killed a dragon. We all killed a dragon.
I like to think Esme is like, I can pilot the what did you do? Literally, it's like, I have a plane. Oh. But yes, it's a case of Esme, like Risbit's already starting to kind of lower down a bit, but Esme, you're kind of like, oh, I'm going back down now. So it kind of goes up, it reaches its peak and just starts falling. As it's falling, guys, you two people who are currently 30 feet in the air, can kind of see out of the corner of your eye, this massive, like, it's It's like the last dragon, but stronger. This huge shape, and it's like barreling toward you guys. Like I mean, this thing is beating its wings like
How
a
close?
fucking. It's not immediately in the vicinity, but
More or less
two-
than 400 feet, Darren, because I can shoot up to 400 feet.
It's a case of you can't see it because the tree is in the way.
Oh.
Like from your angle down below, they can see it because they're up so high, like up high
Right,
enough that they
right.
can see over the oak. But guys, you notice that as it's barreling towards you and it sees its assumed to be child lose its, gets its wings clipped, you see it cocks its head straight down and just starts like breathing acid, but like in this colossal cone, and this thing is just like barreling towards you guys. It's like a giant wave of pure, undiluted acid is just coming out of this thing's mouth. So yeah, I'd imagine that is... Well, you know what, Ian? You know what, Ian? Anyone who wasn't plummeting to the fucking earth a certain amount of frames or a feet per second could run, but you're not. You're falling because you're crazy muffin.
Yeah.
But yes, that was Rizbit's go. We're technically back to Coda, just in terms of like, what would you like to do? We're not in combat in that sense because the target's dead, but there is a giant wall of acid coming towards you.
Yeah, there sure is. Well, I wasted my last turn. I don't have magic or anything. I'm just like a boy with a gun.
I'm a horn boy, a horny
I'm
boy.
just a horn boy with a boomstick and very noodly legs and not a lot of muscle mass. I get I'll run away.
I was about to say like as
Like
Coda's
literally can't think of anything else.
like as Coda's like like Oliver and Kay just run past him. He's just like...
Yeah, he definitely doesn't. He's definitely just frozen until he sees someone else do something. He's like, "Oh yeah, I should probably move," and then he'll just start running.
That's cool. Yeah,
Do
so
I
you
have
like
to roll?
No. It's a case of like you run. Well, the rolls will happen soon.
Cool.
Well, it's not the dragon's turn because it's fucking wrecked. Esme, you are currently falling to the earth. Actually, I can't. I don't actually. If by all means, if people know this, tell me. Is there how much do you fall per round if you're falling? Like how much feet do you cover if you fall?
No idea.
Because like it's a case of like. Well, actually, hold on. If anyone does know, hold your peace for 2 seconds. I was essentially going to say, Esme/Neil, if you can't like give me a reason as to how you stop the fall, I'm just going to say you take it's really lackluster, like 3d10 damage.
Yeah, I think it's like a d8 or something per 10 feet or something like that.
Yeah, no, I think. Oh
D10?
no,
Oh,
D10 was D10 was 4e. It's D8 and 5e. Fuck me. But yes. It's a case of like if you can kind of come up with a neat way to like kind of like null the damage or maybe even half it, yes. But if not, it's just going to be a case of you fall because you're falling. That's it.
Oh, Darren.
Yes.
This round we would hit the ground.
Okay, you see that? Okay, yeah.
A creature's fall in a single round at 580 feet a second.
Jesus.
I cast Featherfall.
Yeah, I'm going to allow this. Yeah, it's a case of like everyone's like, oh geez, and then Izzy with the saves and the plays. Thank you, Amy. But yeah, you successfully cast Featherfall, and that's like 60 feet per round or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a case of like I it's personally how I've always pictured Featherfall. You guys are like plummeting normal, and just before you hit the ground, there's like a poof of air, like like out, and you kind of like land safely on your feet. That kind of, so the ash is kind of blown up, but like you can see everyone's like, "Yo, that was amazing! Let's run!" Because there's also a large creature's body plummeting towards you guys as well.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say everybody like legs it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything I can steal from the dragon before we have to run?
Oh, what a shame.
You get its foot because you declared grabbing its foot previously.
Well,
Yeah,
you're just
you did.
carrying a big leg.
No, as in it's like its foot, but it's talony.
Oh, okay. That was like its whole haunch.
Not like its full leg. It's like, I'm gonna eat this later.
Oh yeah.
I love the image of Rizbit sitting at a campfire with a whole dragon haunch that's bigger than he is, just eating it.
I think that's the biggest thing I've killed. We've killed.
I'm very happy for you, Ian.
Okay, guys.
So happy.
building that Esme was very passionate about going towards, well, the speck of a building you can see, is about 70 feet from you. I know Dash would technically, I think, bring most of you to 60, but if you want, I'm going to say, if you guys want to roll con or athletics, your choice, an athletics save or a con, just house ruling, and to like essentially like sprint, kind of like I can like that, those last 10 feet, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you guys.
So your choice.
+2 from me, by the way, on this.
Yeah, it's a case of like you guys are welcome to do that. Like
Con save or con roll?
Con save or athletics roll, because it's not a save. So whichever you prefer.
24.
15.
Run, Noodle Boy, run!
Ooh, Wolfsmay. Oh yes, cool. Yeah, okay, then you're fine. Yeah, because you Misty Step. Yeah, that's.
I can do the same as well. Isadora out alone. No, I want to make sure Isadora gets in before I do anything like that.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Technically, actually, Izzy would make it more than you because you rolled 13. So I can just picture like, Izzy, are you? Oh, okay, she's there as well. Pretty much everyone is kind of like, like Lawrence is tripping over himself, and like Kay is kind of like, he goes to help him up, and it's kind of like this, like, I will help you, but then he kind of like looks at the dragon and just grabs him by the scruff of the neck and just throws him, literally like over his shoulders, flying through the air, kind of thing, and like smashes into the ground, and kind of slides a bit. But you guys notice that Rook is taking particularly long and aiming his bow towards a tree.
Can I run after him and just pick him up with my big claws and carry him away?
Strength check, please, because although he's an old man, he's still a person.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Esme just like runs up and is like, "Go limp, don't be a jerk," and then tries to carry him away.
That's fair. No, that's perfect. Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you wish. I'm gonna say, if you guys, whoever's essentially helping Esme, I know Rizbit, you've said it. You guys essentially like grab him and lift him up, and he's kind of like just angrily yelling and trying to like let off shots. Since you guys kind of stopped to help him, I'm gonna say you guys get have to, like, again, Connor, athletics, your choice, to do the thing to basically make it back with Rook. That sort of thing.
That's my athletics there.
Okay, cool. 15 solid. I wasted this. But you can make one of the other choices. Also the other, while people are rolling this, Coda, Izzy, you guys notice that there's kind of like a massive door. Like it looks kind of like it's on its side, like this building is almost on its side, like it kind of sank. The door before you was kind of big and iron, but it doesn't seem to be unlocked, but it does require kind of like a heave-ho to kind of open it.
Okay, I'm gonna shove against it then.
Yeah, that's
like
cool,
as soon as we get there.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's a case of these things are like happening simultaneously. That's
strength.
Yes, please, a strength check.
Nice.
Oh shit, yeah. Esme,
while she's pushing the door, I'm just basically like pointing my gun towards the trees, and if like that thing's coming, I'm gonna try and like just fire at it to keep it off of the others while they run.
I'm gonna say roll because that's cool and I like the image. Izzy, you straight up like we don't have time for this. Yeah, like straight up like big boots the door open.
I did terrible.
Coda.
I'll be right back, guys.
Both of them missed. Yeah, that's cool. Coda, both of them missed, but it's more like a, I suppose, like flavors kind of just letting off shots.
Suppressing fire.
Yeah, like that kind of thing. Esme and Rizbit, you guys successfully make it to the door in time, but like essentially you guys make it, but just before you make it, you see this colossal dragon essentially come into view, and the second it's into view, like you see the tree line that where you came from is just like a river of acid just explodes out of it, and it's just barreling towards you guys. Hey, Ian. Essentially, did Ian say he was going? No, he said BRB, but I believe he's logging off version.
Yeah, I'll be logging off after.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Ian, you guys made it, but just kind of like essentially this, like the aftermath of the dragon is coming towards you like a load of acid. Kay screams to help him, but like push open the door, like push up the door because it kind of opened inward on downward, like kind of like on its side.
Yeah,
so I totally give him help.
Yeah. Like everyone kind of roll with, essentially because it's like a group effort. The DC hella low. Yeah, like
I'm
Esme,
so strong.
it's just because I think it looks funny. Like it's a case of like he's like help me, and everyone like helps. But like Risbit, when he pushes the door up, you're kind of holding onto the edge, and you're kind of lifted off the
I
ground
can't
slightly.
reach.
But yeah, he's kind of like go 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 go, and there's kind of like a staircase on its side that you guys can like essentially like get down, but it's kind of just awkward. But in general, you can get down. So it's a case of like a prompt comes up like, do you go, do you descend, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as soon as that door is up and everyone's in,
Yeah, not before like Risbit, Esme, and Rook are like in.
Oh, yeah. No, like a case of like this whole like Kay screaming like, "Yo, help me" kind of thing is more like after everyone gets in.
Okay, yeah, cool.
But yeah, it's a case of he's like, "Okay, get down," like, and everyone kind of like, like as you guys just get out of like essentially like danger zone, you hear like the river of acid just smash against the door and sizzling, and like you see some droplets get through, nothing major, like like a swarm of acid doesn't come down after you. But you guys find yourself in like a room that's kind of like tipsy topsy on its side. It kind of just looks like a regular entrance. It's kind of all metal, like it seems to be like metal. Oh, one second. But yeah, it's kind of like metal walls, doors. It's all very metallic, and everyone's kind of like lying down, like kind of like, oh boy, that sort of thing.
well, now we know what happened to the outpost.
It's still here.
Is that Esme's wolf voice? I love it.
Sounds like it.
That's so fun.
I'm gonna say both in and out of character. We can take that break. I know we went over the mark. I apologize. It was just kind of like I didn't want to pause it.
Yeah,
dragon
that's
fight.
fair.
But yeah, sorry.
No, I got to kill a dragon. So
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Make sure you add the 1 foot to your thingamajig.
yeah.
But yeah, guys, well done on killing a dragon. We'll take that 10-minute break. People, if you are watching, we'll be back in 10 minutes, give or take. Each side of that, depending on if everyone's back. Ian, are you heading to bed?
Yeah, I'm heading to bed.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm glad you got to stay for the big fights and stuff.
I'm glad you got to fight a dragon.
I'll miss you.
Okay.
Good
Night,
night,
Ian.
Ian.
Adios, bud.
Good job, guys.
Yeah. Good job. Cool. Alrighty. Oh, 1 second. What's beeping? What's beeping away from me?
Sorry, I pressed a button by accident.
That's fine. No, I'm just gonna say there's no like map because I didn't want this to seem like it was a dungeon crawl when it's not a dungeon crawl, so I just didn't make a map for it. Like it'll be pretty like fine, but I'm just in case people
It's
are like
fine, Darren.
yeah. But yeah, okay, so you guys not awaken but kind of like essentially like catch your breath in a wide open room. There's only one doorway. It's at like kind of at the bottom of the room, and you guys are kind of like leaning on the right side of the room. It's kind of tilted to the right. Not to the point where like you're walking on the wall, but it's more just like awkward as shit to move about. But yeah, this place kind of looks like a looks like kind of like an entrance hall. Like you would like hang up cloaks, like that sort of thing, or clean your boots, that sort of thing. But it's all
So it looks
metallic.
like a home.
Not necessarily a home, no, but more like an entrance hall if you were like going to like some big bit like fancy area where it's just like, oh yeah, like if you got cloaks, if you were traveling for a while.
Is there
There's,
anything
like-
left of like furniture or anything like, or is it just completely like full of ash and shit?
Everything's kind of more on its side near you guys.
Right.
But there's like the what looks like was it like weapon racks and stuff for you to throw up your weapons, that sort of thing, and coat racks and not coat racks, sorry, like cloaks, like cloak racks, I guess. But yeah, everything seems to have like flung over to where you are. There's like tables and some chairs. They look ancient. Like again, there's dust on them, that sort of thing. The wood looks a bit rotten. Yeah, not wood. It's just wood that's rotten. That sort of thing. But the door ahead of you is kind of it's just closed. It's just again a metallic door that looks relatively normal. It's not like a big like blast door or anything like that.
Before we continue on or have a look around here, now that we know that at least one dragon is out there, can we tell whether or not the damage done outside was damage?
Say that last bit again, sorry. You kind of cut out a smidge at the end.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Was the damage done to everything outside acid damage?
Would it be nature? Because it's a natural thing.
Can I try?
Yes. Nature or investigation, your choice.
I'll try investigation just.
That was nature.
Yeah, because nature is like Is it the like natural world? I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, you both roll grand. A lot of the damage was acid for sure, but there was also some damage that was just wasn't acid. It was kind of like some sort of reaction, but it wasn't necessarily acidic. But a lot of the kind of like bent over spires or like frameworks of buildings like was clearly acid damage. Like kind of like everything
Okay,
kind of
that's
like
grand.
was where it like collapsed under its own weight due to like structural damage. That's all.
Okay, so we know at least that what happened to the outpost. Most dragons.
Yeah, that
That's
could be, yeah, like your character coming to that kind of assessment's pretty solid given the evidence. But yeah, Kay kind of like looks around and is like, is everyone cool? No one's hurt?
Yeah, mostly I think. At least everyone's in one piece.
He like nods, and like Lawrence is kind of like dusting himself off and kind of like rubbing his hands on the walls kind of thing. Like, not like kind of like ooh, but just more kind of like looking for like, I guess like he's kind of trying to study the wall as if anything's going to pop out at him, that sort of thing. Oliver's kind of close beside Kay. Red's kind of just like up and ready to move, but clearly like distant. Like her face is kind of blank and kind of like she's clearly her mind's like elsewhere. And again, Monkey is kind of close by her side, nothing really much. Rook just looks really, really angry, but he's kind of like just like when he's fixing his cloak when he stands up, it's like really like like exaggerated, irritated, kind of like tugging it and stuff like that. But yeah, that's there's the exit you got, or the entrance you guys came from, or a door a little bit down from you guys.
Wolfsmay approaches the door.
Oh yes.
And as she's doing that, Isidore turns around to the others and says, okay, I know everyone's pissed off and scared because this isn't what we expected coming here, but we've got to keep our heads about us. We've got to work together and see if there's another way to get what we want out of this, okay?
Sorry. Kay and Oliver nod, as does Lawrence, kind of like haphazardly. He's more just like, someone's talking, I'll just nod. Like he's like away at the fairies. Red and all kind of don't say anything, but they kind of like step up to be like, proceed, ? That kind of thing. Like they clearly hear Isidore, but like none of them kind of make gestures or acknowledge it in a sense, if you know.
Yeah.
But like Kay and all are very much just like, yeah, no, we totally get where you're coming from.
Just so everyone's on the same page, no one's screaming at anybody anymore, because let's not forget, death forest surrounding us. Alright? Let's go.
So, Wolfsmay. The door before you its hinges are a little bit rusted. It might require a bit of a budge to get it open.
One sec, sorry.
Yeah, of course, my friend.
Darren, is my outfit ruined by all that acid?
There is some wear and tear, yes.
Ugh, this is the second coat I've had burned off me. This sucks.
I know, I hate it when you go into an ancient, forgotten forest full of hazards and then fight a fucking literal dragon. I hate when that takes its toll on my outfit.
I've had one coat burned off me already, Darren. My outfit keeps suffering for this stupid fire and burning and acid, and I don't like it.
Again, ancient, forgotten forest, literal ancient dragon.
But more importantly, the fashion. I have to design a new outfit now, Darren. Just come on.
Go to mom and dad, buy a new one. Be like, Mom, Dad, buy me this exact same coat.
I got this coat from the Baron. Shut up.
And ask the Baron. That's what he's there to give us things.
Cool, I'm gonna try and budge open the door.
Esme's kind of like, like with all her might pushing it open, and she's like, yeah, I got this. And all of a sudden, just like a big golden fist kind of comes over her shoulder and just like smashes the door down, kind of thing. And Kay is kind of just like, this place makes me uneasy.
Esme walks away into the tunnel before
her. Kay murmurs, but proceeds forward as well. Do the rest of you guys go with Esme?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Before you is a long hallway. Again, it's kind of like enough on its side that it's more just irritating to traverse, but like not an issue, so to speak. There is a archway to your left, which you can immediately see a robotic hand or a mechanical hand or a fucking warforged, whatever, leaning out of it on the ground, kind of like, like just dangling. And at the very end of the hallway is what looks kind of like a big thick metal door with kind of like a battleship's, like, the handle, the circular wheel handle things. One of them is at the very end and it's clearly closed.
So there's an archway on the left, and then there's just another door at the very end, like
at the end of the door. With the kind of like rotating like battleship or like the sea ship handle kind of thing.
Esme looks at Isadora, points at the hand, and says, "Doc."
Yeah, I want to check that out, see if it's attached.
Esme will like move into that room if she can, and just be like looking around.
Before you is what looks like essentially when you guys, like, I guess since Esme said she was like going first, like Esme's lead. Before you was a very large dusty room, like tables and chairs. It's kind of like an impromptu mess hall. There's a lot of Warforged corpses everywhere. They kind of like, they look like the more traditional ones you've seen in like the kind of typical, in quotations, Warforged. But a lot of them have like just one singular eye, but all of them seem to kind of have like fins starting at like the front of their forehead and going back, and like some of them have like 3 or 4 fins pushed back, that sort of thing. That kind of the only like interesting feature. A few of them seem very tall and almost kind of lanky in design, but most of them kind of have that same like, standard kind of body look. It's just a few of them kind of have like either singular eyes or like that. But yeah, this place is like littered with corpses.
I take Doc out and let him observe the room, but I'm also going to ask him, like, if he recognizes these models, if he knows what the story with them is.
Yeah, he relays essentially like the fin thing was kind of like the Polaris model, in quotations. It's like the one that like anyone who studied under Polaris often had this fin. It was kind of how they distinguished themselves. Like, not that it gave them any kind of essentially like, different stats, but it was kind of more like an aesthetic choice. Like he mentions how like the Ashaelan ones kind of had horns, like singular horns at the front of their head, and he mentions how he was like an Ashaelan model, that sort of thing, like a kind of like a battling model kind of thing. Like, in the sense that like, given the idea that like Ashaelan was a protector, like Polaris the scholar, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, we were just kind of like, all hot-headed soldiers, that sort of thing. But yeah, he's like, no, like I know a lot of, like, not know a lot of these guys, but he's kind of like, this upsets me because I'm essentially going through like, these guys probably all died, give or take, when I was around, possibly, ? That sort of thing. But he's kind of just like, this isn't nice.
I know it's not, but this is also what we talked about. Like, I know you don't want to do this, I sure as hell don't. But is there something here you can use?
He essentially is yes. Like, I'll let me down and have a look. Essentially, he kind of gestures to be like, "Can you put me down?"
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he kind of like thing from the Addams Family, hand runs around kind of thing. You hear like the clitter clatter of it along the metal on metal. But after a while, like about a couple, like maybe 2-3 minutes, it kind of gets like into the back of the, like in the furthest corner of the room. Izzy, you kind of hear him pep up and be like, "Oh hey, I found one over here."
Okay, I'll go over to help.
Yeah, I'm propped up against the wall. You see essentially a warforged, kind of a tall, lanky warforged. It's got 2 eyes instead of just one. Kind of got like one singular fin on the way back. Like I've swept back. Sorry. Kind of in like kind of clothy robes, not robes, but kind of like just cloth slacks and stuff. Kind of like looks kind of more like clearly wasn't dressed for battle, that kind of thing. But he's like, "Oh yeah, no, that this individual will do if you can remove his hand," kind of thing.
Okay. Before she does, he'll take out the cog pendant and just send a little like prayer of, I don't know, apology, I suppose. And
yeah.
sort of get to work. This is very grim. Do you want me to roll anything to do that?
Hold on one second. That's what I'm trying to think, actually.
I mean, I can give her my Tinker's tools, but I also don't want to be any part of this, so... Like, if she asks for the Tinker's tools, like, I will gladly provide them, but I'm not going to be like, hey, here, do you want to use my tools for dismemberment?
A D20 plus proficiency, just whatever I can't remember if proficiency is 3 or 4.
Just the proficiency bonus?
Yeah, just like a flat D20 with proficiency. It's because a case of like Izzy's drawing on her knowledge of like self-repair and kind of just like, loosen the bolts kind of thing. Like, it's a case of he's just like, if you can kind of essentially like get it started, worst case, I can like take over, that kind of thing.
Well,
yeah, sorry, Neil, go ahead.
While Izzy's doing that, background thing, not majorly important.
No, of course.
Searching the room for anything of note or importance beyond a body for Doc.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Deal with this thing first. That's just something Esme is doing.
Yeah, cool. Give me an investigation, and we can say that's kind of happening simultaneously. Like Esme's kind of like just keeping her distance, mind her own bit. Like not mind her own business, but like is aware of like you guys do you, I'm gonna do. Yeah, no, it's also worth. Like I know no one bar. I think Ian is that actually technically Oliver, and fucking Red. Jesus, the room is dark. There's no lights. That's the kind of thing. So
okay.
I know you guys don't have disadvantage or anything like that, but I'm just gonna say like
I'll give my necklace to Oliver, I guess.
Okay. Oh yeah, the light one. Cool. Yeah, he
No, I don't need it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, thank you very much. Kind of like sparks it up. Oh wait, yes.
Oh, I think you did give him yours actually.
Shit, probably. Yes, you did.
Never mind.
Yes,
I'll give mine to Red
did.
then. I'll give mine to Red.
Yeah. Okay, brat. Wow, geez. Okay, yeah, they kind of like light the room. They're kind of like staying back away from Izzy, kind of thing. But Izzy, yes, you loosen the bolts, kind of thing, and you're kind of like trying to go about it delicately, and like the hand kind of just grabs the hand and rips it out when you've kind of loosened it enough. And it's well, there goes that finesse job I was doing. Okay. And yeah, Doc, for better or worse, backs that booty up, hand booty, I guess. You see like sparks fly, and like essentially before the big spark flies, he's like, this could take a few minutes. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, kind of thing. So he's like, if I don't move, don't lose. Oh god, no, it's that kind of thing.
Okay, let me know if you need anything, I guess.
Before he like goes through it all, he gives you a thumbs up. But yeah, like essentially he reattaches his arm, and like you see like a few sparks, and then when like it's fully pushed in, like there's a massive spark, and the hand just goes limp, and the room goes quiet. Bar Esme, who is kind of like falling over corpses, trying to search the room. Essentially, while that's happening, does anyone else have anything they'd wish to declare? Just like essentially, like so we can slot it into the.
Not touching anything. But I want to check for if any of these guys are wearing anything similar to like the symbols we saw on the Warforged we saw in the Dreamland who were fighting.
Because he has said it will take a few minutes. Is it a roll?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Give me them rolls, friendos.
Ha! No.
Coda feels too bad, and Coda's like,
yeah, Coda's not even gonna enter the room. He's like about to, then he's like, no, you know what? No.
Coda's like, what is this wall made of? Goes up and like hits it, and he's like, metal. Just as I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, metal. Yeah, Izzy, you can confirm that you only find one or two of them, because it seems kind of militaristic, the outfits that they're wearing that have the sigil, but they have the same sigil as the guys you saw in the Dreamland place.
Okay.
Thingy. 5 minutes passed. It's like, I'm gonna say like it's a slow come with the room, because it's quite a big hall. It's kind of like a canteen hall size thing. But you see like a bright red kind of like light glow from where the dock thing happened.
I'll head back over.
You see the body is kind of like whirling, like not whirling around, but kind of like twitching and stuff, and like there's kind of like a red glow coming from inside its like chassis. It's like you see the light passing through it and kind of coming out of the cracks and stuff. And after it kind of dims and kind of disappears, and then after a couple of seconds, you see like the eyes kind of like in quotations like turn on, that kind of thing, and like you see like the mouth joint kind of like drop down, and you hear like a breath kind of thing. You see like dust kind of move off it and stuff, and like body sits up, and like Doc is like, "Holy shit, it worked."
Hi.
He's like, "Hi, yeah, wow, dude, you're blurry."
Something wrong with the eyes?
And he's like, "Yeah, typical. I would pick the friggin' body that has a damaged eyes." Okay, and he's like,
We can
What?
fix them later.
he's like, "Oh yeah, for sure, for sure." He's like kind of slowly gets to his feet, kind of like thing. Like I'm assuming Izzy would kind of help him kind
Yeah,
of
of
stand
course.
up. He's kind of like, yes, slow and sluggish. You also notice that he's like. He's kind of like lanky in general, but when he stands tall, essentially like kind of resting on Izzy, but kind of when he's like, okay, and he like tries to stand up full, he's like standing at about 6'5" kind of thing.
Everyone is so big.
Tall.
Is he taller than me? How dare he?
Why? What's Coda?
6'3".
He is taller than you.
I'm so mad. I used to be the tallest friend.
And he starts like essentially like kind of looking around the room really slowly. And he's like, okay, like there's got to be spectacles or something around here. Actually, it's also worth noting that he is saying everything in binary.
Yeah.
He's only talking binary. But like obviously, like I'm assuming Izzy would be like, he's saying this,
Yeah.
within reason.
Yeah, she's translating.
Yeah, he's kind of like walking around the room. He's like spread out in social place. He's essentially looking for glasses.
Okay, I tell the others, hey, the robot needs glasses. I don't say that. But I will look.
Hey guys, this freak needs glasses.
No.
Yeah, you guys are fine. Like Izzy, it's kind of like, geez, find my glasses. Like, Coda's like, is that them? And like, as he's kind of like, oh, it's them. Izzy's already like, haha, I found them. And like, like Doc is like, oh, may I? That kind of thing.
I give them to him. I assume they're not like a prescription.
Yeah, no, like you can see when he puts them on, they're kind of not perfectly shaped to his head, and like, the glass is kind of scratched and damaged, and then he's like, oh fuck it, it'll do. He's like, I can see better now. Yeah, it's not like 100%, but we can worry about that later. And he's like, kind of turns to the others, and it's just kind of like waves, and like you guys don't understand what I'm saying, but it's kind of safe to assume that he says hi in some sort of weird dial tone.
Well, Lawrence and Kay can understand. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're fine. They're like, oh hey, like they're kind of like, like Kay kind of just like nods, and Lawrence kind of like, yo.
Okay, well, at least some good came out of it.
And he's like, yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, like it's like, hey, it's like not the best body, but hey, not a bit of self-surgery, self-maintenance won't fix. It's fine.
Having looked around a couple of times, could you tell his guys died?
A few of them actually don't seem to show any sign of like struggle. They kind of like, it's a few of them seem to be like sitting at tables in the sense that they just like face planted into the table, that sort of thing. A lot of the guys near the door seem to have a lot of wounds in their chest, like pierce marks as of like blades, that kind of like something sharp. The body that Doc seems to have like taken for himself, he seems like his body seems perfectly, like there's no like outside damage at least.
So it's not like they were attacked by the dragon or anything.
Yeah, no, like it's kind of, like a few of them seem to be attacked by like blades, but a lot of them that are in the kind of center of the room, the center mass, seem to have just like, for lack of a term, just kind of like someone hit an off switch and they just face planted into it.
Okay. So is it kind of like what we saw at the library?
Yeah, it's like there's certainly some similarities. Like it you don't get the vibe that it's like 100%, but it's like is this a pattern? Who knows? But like there's certainly the same kind of question marks of like, well, a lot of those bodies didn't have marks, but they were in like I am dead now positions. So it's like like more like you get the good feeling that like it's probably connected.
All right. Okay.
Darren, I know you were talking about like these two fins and that's kind of like those nautical doors. Like, does this building is it supposed to look like kind of a submarine or something, or like?
No, it's just it's in terms of like I guess out of character. the design is certainly more just like aesthetic, but like it definitely doesn't give off like a submarine vibe. It seems to be laid out like a building. It's just this is probably their locking mechanisms, that kind of thing.
Also, it's aesthetic because it's like a worse town, I guess.
Yeah.
What's sorry, Amy?
Because it's like a port town as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry. I thought you said like a worse town. And I was
not
like, worse.
port.
No, it's no. My headphones are being really weird. I think I might need to replace them soon.
No, Amy was just breaking up. It wasn't you.
Oh, gosh, no. But yeah, guys. What do people want to press forward? Like Oliver, like Red, and all are completely weirded out by this, but they're just like, it's definitely not the weirdest thing that's happened to us, but let's just not address the mechanical elephant of the room, because it has been a day. It has been
a day.
They will go to the big door.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a case of like, the door, like it's kind of like rusted a little bit. Like you guys might need to put a bit of elbow grease in opening the door.
I'll do it.
Stop.
Yeah. You guys heave ho and pull it open, and as you guys pull the door towards you after twisting this mechanism, as you open it, like loads of Warforged bodies fall out.
Oh.
Wolfsmaid looks at Isadora and says sorry, and then like walks through.
Yeah, like Doc kind of crouched down by the bodies and is kind of inspecting them.
Do they show any signs of being attacked, or do they also just look like they just sort of dropped dead?
Yeah, they all look like they dropped dead, but a lot of them were piled up against the door.
Right, they were like trying to get out or something?
Possibly.
Does the other side of the door have any kind of signs of like being clawed at or beaten? Like, were they trying to break it open?
There's a few like dents in that might indicate like physical like wallops, but there's no like scratching. If that's, it's certainly more like someone was beating their way out to kind of get out. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
So Darren, the room with the corpses. What's it look like?
Yeah, it is a long, winding hallway. The walls look completely destroyed, like something crazy happened in here. A lot of the pipes in the ceiling are down. A lot of the ground has a lot of scarring. Again, corpses loot all the way back. As you guys progress forward slowly, you feel the building kind of like groan and not shake, but kind of groan and moan, like the where like the metal is tested as you put your feet on it, that sort of thing. Kay in particular, when he steps on something, is like it's really strained kind of thing, and he's kind of like, I don't want to go forward.
Is all the floor like this? It's all like really weak.
It seems to kind of groan more so than actually like show signs of like it's going to collapse through or anything. At the end of the hallway is a like colossal staircase.
Up or down?
Down.
Esme like points at the party members and says go, points at the others and just says stay. As essentially as Esme is declaring that, kind of like, Red and Monkey are kind of like, oh, fine, yeah, right, whatever, that makes sense. Kay is kind of like irritated. He's like, what do you mean stay? Like, what if something's down there that's going to kill you?
Yeah, look, if they want to come, I'm not going to complain, like...
Yeah, essentially, like, the most obvious person who's, like, going to come anyway is a head Doc, as Esme is like, stay. He just walks straight past Esme.
He doesn't understand common! And I'm not translating that!
It's also that. It's also the language barrier. But like he's educated enough to read the body language and feel like I appreciate the concern, but no. Lawrence is kind of like, no, I'll stay here. This is safe. This is a safe room. No dragons in here. No.
Lawrence.
Yeah, like it's more a suggestion, and she won't stop anymore. But she makes that clear. So once once Doc walks past her, she just shrugs.
Yeah,
and
fair.
then awaits.
Yeah, essentially the people who go with you are Kay and Doc. Lawrence stays purely out of fright. Red and Monkey are kind of like, oh, I get it. Rook stays because he's still clearly irritated, kind of like constantly looking over his shoulder from the direction you guys came. And Ollie is kind of like, look, you can see him talking to Kay, and Kay is like, no, I definitely feel like we should go forward. And like Oliver's like, oh, no, I completely get that, but I'm going to stay with this group because they seem like they might need a voice of reason. It's kind of like high octane. they're both like really.
The child needs to calm people down.
Legit, like they're both really professional. Kay's like, no, that's a great call. Yeah, no, I'll go with this one and keep it going. And they both like shake hands.
The
like,
most professional people we know.
Yeah, they both like shake hands, fist bump. They're like, okay, see you. But yeah, so it's basically you guys plus Doc and Kay.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
Yeah, can I have dex saves, please?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, fucking Izzy with the nat. Nice. Wolfsmay, Isadora, you guys kind of like keep your footing. Coda, what's the word? Like the step. There we go. I was about to be like the stairs strut. It's like no, the step. Kind of gives away, and Coda's like, oh geez, and like Kay kind of grabs you by the scruff of the throat to kind of save you, like not save you, but kind of like you are no longer falling because my hand is around your throat. That kind of thing. And like picks you up and like places you to the side, kind of thing. And kind of doesn't say anything. He just kind of like grunts and keeps going. But
he grabbed me by the neck.
Oh yeah, he's straight up like caught you by the throat.
I feel like I'm trying to say thank you, but he's like crushed my windpipe, so nothing's coming out. But I'm just kind of like giving him a thumbs up, but I just can't speak.
It's like thank you for saving me.
Yeah, essentially.
I appreciate our friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a case of like you guys have to slowly descend because these stairs are like rusted and weak, and it's not necessarily acidic. It's just kind of time had its way with it, and like clearly the metal isn't the nicest. Like it's not as high quality as say the walls. Oh my god, the dean is the best. Below you is essentially like a kind of an air, like a landing, an area for like I'm now off the steps. Before you is a long hallway with kind of like statues of warforged in various like depictions. Some look like scholarly, some look like warriors. There's even like as you guys kind of proceed forward, there's like what looks like 5 flaming comets kind of thing, like coming towards a sphere, and you can kind of like probably assume who that is, that sort of thing. You guys come to a colossal opening, kind of like a hall. Like it's huge, got like pillars everywhere. It's fucking massive. Again, it's kind of dark, but you guys don't suffer from such a thing. It's kind of like reminiscent of the library, where it's got these massive like warforged heads and massive stacks of like books that have now been clearly overturned. And again, time has had its way with the books are kind of mushed, ashy, like all falling apart. The most obvious thing you can see is like 2 giant metal doors that are clearly like the big door, that sort of thing. The other walkways and like runways and such are clearly like eroded or destroyed or like caved in due to like whatever. Like when you guys enter, the roof above you kind of like groans because there's clearly like some sort of weight on top of it.
Just before we like move out of this room, can I have a look for any undamaged books?
Sure.
And while he's looking, I'm gonna ask Doc, like, if ever, like, does he know anything about this place?
Yeah, that's fair. he's like, look, I wasn't the most scholarly. Like it's like I studied like he's like what you'd probably call like medicine, but for our kind, that kind of thing, like repairs. But in terms of like actual like librarian scholarliness, I wasn't a big fan. I just know if this is the outpost, this is probably a library. I doubt it's the library. But then again, it wasn't the center of the like crater, so maybe I'm not too sure. But it's certainly going to have some sort of like library themed thing. Like it might not be like a massive one, or it could be the one. I'm not too sure. But as for ever visiting here, no, I am. We only ever kind of like heard of the outpost and wanted like backup from them, but we never like I never physically visited that kind of thing.
Okay.
Coda, with the help of Esme, you guys find a book. It is written in a language you do not understand.
Does it look like binary,
Hey,
which we would somewhat familiar? Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll show it to like Doc and Isadora, but like if they don't want to like sit down and pore over it immediately, I'll put it in Henry and save it for Lawrence.
What's the what's the title of it? What's the gist of it? What's the blurb? What's the author's
blurb.
recommendation?
The title is The War with Robotics.
Oh boy, you found a doozy, she says.
Perhaps I should save it for Lawrence.
Well, yeah, we can look at it later anyway.
I put it in Henry.
Cool, yeah, that's neato. Like when I got to hand that over. Doc is kind of like inspecting the large big doors at the end of the room, kind of thing. Well, like off to the side of like the big hall.
I will go to the big doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seemed locked, but Doc is kind of like peeling back what seems to be like eroded metal and kind of exposing like an inner like basically like a frozen, like not frozen, but like stopped clockwork kind of mechanisms behind it. And he's kind of like fiddling around with it.
Esme points to Coda and says, Icarus, and then points at the clockwork.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. What do I have to roll there?
It'd be Tinkerer's check, like not advantage, like a standard Tinkerer's check.
Standard, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. That's int, isn't it? Yeah, int. Coda!
Coda, your tool's kind of Jimmy, and like Doc kind of just like gives you a look and kind of looks at like the tools and is kind of like extends his hand out to take the tools off.
Yeah, I go bright purple in the hand of the tools.
He crouches down and it takes him kind of like like about 30 seconds of fiddling to just kind of like, and you hear like a class of like click, and like he kind of like, you know, as he's working, he's kind of tugging at the insides of this door as well, kind of like not nonchalantly, but just kind of doesn't give a fuck. He's just kind of being rough. He's not being delicate. And you hear like a massive like clunk and like not like gas, but kind of like, you know, basically like it unlocks and the door opens a bit. And when the door opens a smidge, like a crack, some of the roof dislodges from like this disturbance. And Esme, can I have a dex save, please? Nice. Sorry, I was yawning. I apologize. Yes, Esme, a chunk of the roof collapses, and like you see like ash kind of trickle in after it, kind of like, you know, hits your nose. It's kind of like that dense, kind of ashy, like you know, it's kind of that smell you get in your nose and you can't get rid of for a couple hours. But like it smashes down beside you, and okay, yeah. But yes, you're fine. You managed to dodge it, and like you see Doc kind of like look over his shoulder, and like you hear like deep dial tones, but like Izzy, you know, he's like saying like, oh sorry, like, but kind of like haphazardly being like, you know, good job on stepping out of the way, I guess, that kind of thing. Like it's really like in monotone kind of yeah, okay. But he's kind of like gesturing to like shove the door open, and Kay is kind of like, I will help, and like it's a group effort. Like this big door needs to be pushed to the left. It's essentially like Star Trek doors, like that kind of sliding thing.
Can I help too?
Oh yeah, like it's a case of everybody chip in. Yeah, you guys managed to shove this door open enough that, like, single file, you guys can, like, slide in. Actually, as this is happening, Kay looks at Esme and he's like, "Since when are you a wolf exactly? That's never been addressed."
When did I get turned into a wolf? It was
When
it
you were
was
with
when
Alexander.
we were fighting
Hunting with Alexander. And we
She
met
just
Laura
said-
yet, like the same day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Went hunting snakes. Met werewolf, then lich. Been wolf since.
If he could do that Draco Malfoy gift where he's like, fair. Yeah, where he's like, "I didn't know you could read it." It's like, yeah, fair enough, I guess. He's like, "I can't say much." Okay. And gestures forward into the door. You guys see like soft sparks kind of like fly out from the walls. This is a large room, a large thick hallway. You can see cables above you, like some of them are worn down, like they kind of look like metallic cables. Thick, yeah. At the end of the hallway, what looks like kind of like a large, like, have you guys been in an elevator? Yeah, you guys have been you've seen an elevator in the Ashalan medic place thing.
Yeah, it dropped and exploded on us.
It did drop and explode, but you guys would have noticed like the strings and stuff, and like Doc is like, well, he says it to Izzy. He's like, "I think this thing will bring us, well, not down, but like, yeah, forward, I guess."
You sure it's safe?
Ooh, not in the slightest. He's like, and he like pushes the door, kind of like pushes the half door open. He's like, "Yeah, this thing's most likely a death trap." Pushes it open.
Code is really excited about it.
Esme looks, points at it, and says, "Ishalan, fall." And then she like runs her finger across her neck. It's like, "Look."
Kay is like, "Do you like, you know what?" Pats her on the shoulder and he's like, "You do you, buddy. You do you."
Can I try and like examine it
moves
to see
away
if the
from
like
his
mechanism is working? Like, do I see any like cut cables or like loose bits or like?
I'm gonna say, give me an investigation check.
And it doesn't look like it's gonna like fall down on our heads.
Coda, it doesn't look like it's in the best condition. As you come to this conclusion, you're like, "Alas, this machine might be fault." You just see like Doc just like shoves a lever down, and as like when he pushes it down, like the lever just falls off, and he's like, like you're kind of like, "It might not work for." No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Is there anything else in this room? Like, can we move forward any?
You can see off to the side. You would have to like essentially climb out on like holding onto a balcony to jump over to it. Is like a ladder, like a service elevator ladder kind of thing. Now, like a Doc and Kay both pointed out, like it's not that it's well, it's like well hidden. Like you all kind of know it, and all kind of like they're kind of like, "Oh," and you're like, "Yeah, no, I see it." And Doc puts forward like, he's like, "Oh well, if this thing was going to take us down, this seems like the logical progression." And like Kay is like, "No, I agree. Do you guys want to like go this way, or do you want to circle back to see if there's anywhere we missed?" Like it's a case of like there's a prompt like go forward or go back.
I say we try it.
Yes, let's press on.
This is try to get to the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm aim for.
Cool. So essentially, just like hop over. It'll be acrobatics, that kind of thing. But like again, like it's not exactly the biggest hop. It's just like rolling's fun.
Yay!
Yeah. Cody, you do a little hop and you get over.
Ooh!
Can I make a dex save to like try and steady her?
Yeah, of course.
Should I push her bum? Push her forward to like help her.
Sorry, I rolled 11 d20s. I'll do that
Can I
again.
take one of those nat 20s?
Can I do that again, Darren?
You may indeed. Oh no, you take the 120. Yeah, of course. Roll again.
Not ideal.
But yeah, no, I know it's again like the DC wasn't that big. It was a case of just like it's fun to roll, but also it's a case with a little hop. But yeah, it's kind of like you guys kind of steady, but as a result, like one of the rungs in the ladder kind of come out, that kind of thing, and fall for a couple of seconds, and then you hear a smack, and you're like, "Oh well, that's a bit down," but like you know.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Like, Kay is just like, don't worry about it. And Doc is just like, he just kind of grunts, but kind of like, no. And they start like descending. So it takes you about like a couple of minutes to kind of reach the bottom. And then when you get to reach the bottom, you hear groaning from the top. But before you are two doors that look like they've been like essentially sliced open, like peeled back almost. And the hallway before you guys is like a complete mess. It's like completely sliced up. A lot of the roof is caved in. Like your guys are like navigating through a lot of debris. And on the left, basically there's a fork in the road, guys. On the left, you can see like sparks and blue light coming from a room. And on the right is a complete darkness.
Light first, dark second.
Yes, I agree.
Cool. Yeah, you guys progressed down the hallway. You would have come to a second fork in the road, but the right way has been completely caved in. Just like pipes, ash, stone, like metal, everything is completely like something like almost detonated there. The room that is holding the light is kind of looks like a locker room. Like there's kind of like weapons along the line, along the walls, and there seems to be like massive chests at the back. Again, just debris through some of them. A lot of the things have like bits of metal and like coda. Essentially, you'd know them as like crafting materials, like the bits of metal that I can use in my inventions here, that sort of thing. But what strikes you like straight away when you walk in is like near the door is a kind of what would be the best size comparison? Like a car battery size, kind of like cylinder, when lots of like bits and like spokes and like spikes and weird bits jutting out of it. But there's kind of a soft blue glow coming from it, and a couple of feet, like maybe 2 or 3 feet, just out of reach, is a warforged like hand fully extended to this thing, but it looks like the bottom half of its body has been crushed by some debris that fell on it, and it was clearly trying to like claw at this thing that's on the floor.
Easy touch.
No, I detect magic. Also, why do you keep talking like that? Perfectly capable of speaking.
Your business, yours. My business, mine.
Ugh. You make your business everyone else's fucking business. I can't detect magic.
Kay laughs, like chuckles under his breath, kind of thing. 1 second, friend. I'll tell you now. I believe it's is it enchantment or enhancement? It is. Wow, it's 5. Oh, jeez. Okay, but it is. Holy crap! What the freak is this? It is evocation. Evocation, and you can see like bits of lightning charging around it.
I asked Doc if he recognizes what.
He's like, oh, I never seen anything like this. This is clearly some weird Polaris shit. Like back in the day. Well, not back in the day. He's like, I'm not even going to get into that. Yeah, I know that they had a lot of experimental and questionable things here, and that's what we often ask. Like, oh, can any of these be used in the war effort to kind of like steady, or like not steady, or like help us? But yeah, I kind of bit the dust long before I ever got a yes or a no to that question. But yeah, no, it wasn't unheard of that they were like trying new things here. So, I mean, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is actually cast Identify as a ritual before I even touch it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so like those, though, like essentially, Izzy sits down for like is it 10 minutes? I think it is for the ritual kind of thing. Yeah, doing it, and like Kay kind of like just strolls around, kind of like brushing his thumb up against the swords, and he's like, oh, they're all fucking weathered. This is useless stuff. Like he's just killing time. And Kay is again like, or not Kay, sorry, Doc is kind of doing the same thing. And what would Esme and Coda be doing?
Coda's hovering and waiting to see what this thing is. He's so intrigued. He's just like, he's definitely like backseat identifying, where he's trying to figure out what it is mechanically while she's like doing her little like ritual. He's just like, ooh, it could be this, it could be that. He's like really, really excited.
Esme, what would Esme be doing? Or she just kind of like, I'll just let the dudes do the thing.
She's looking at the half body, trying to see where the other half of the body is.
Oh, in the case of it's the gigantic chunk of debris. This person was like crushed. Yeah.
But in terms of just kind of like looking around and basically casting an eye towards the dark half of the room, or like the dark path without going down it. But just keeping an eye.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Keep being within eye distance, kind of thing to the party.
Yeah.
Is he like essentially when you cast identify, like no kind of like floating name pops up, but you identify like for the lack of a better way of describing it, it's kind of like several chain lightning spells in like one box ready to come out. But there's quite clearly like a receiver, so you kind of get the idea that you're meant to plug this thing into or at least connect it into something, that sort of thing. But like you clearly identify like chain lightning, but like chain lightning X10.
Okay, so I let the others know that it contains charges of spells, but it is a bad actually. We wouldn't know that word.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
We need to find what it plugs into. I can't plug into it.
Esme, when you kind of like peer down the darkened hallway, there's kind of like a soft groan. But the type of soft groan that like echoes through the halls and like off the walls and kind of is in the walls kind of thing. Like it's kind of a deep groan.
Esme just holds up her hand. Polaris, this way. Take the thing.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap up the thing and take it with me.
Yeah, that's cool. He's like Doc is like, are you sure you're okay to carry that? Like it's not gonna like blow up and kill you or anything.
Well, maybe we could put it in Henry?
Yes.
Yeah, at the sound
you can
of
look at it, you can play with it later.
At the sound of it's like it's got electrical kind of style charges. Like Kay immediately takes like 4 steps back from it kind of thing, and he's like, well, that's not my department.
Yeah, don't worry, we've got it.
Yeah, I'll put it in Henry. Reluctantly, because I definitely want to play with it.
That's fair.
I'm terrible.
So you guys are going to proceed down the darkened hallway?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you guys go down the darkened hallway, and it's quite a trek. Like, a lot of this place is like it's kind of like really tight single file squeeze, kind of like you have to suck in your chest, kind of like shimmy across between like the wall and some debris, that sort of thing. And after a while, you guys come to what seems to be like a walkway into like a vast area. It's huge, to the point where like, even though it was like 60 feet of dark vision, isn't it? You guys can't see anything. It's just like it's literal darkness, and you're like, and there is a like massive staircase in the distance that leads you down. Can I have a deck saves to essentially like safely navigate this walkway? Izzy, you begin to lose your footing as like some of the walkway kind of comes away as you walk towards it, or on it. Esme, Coda, you can roll and grab.
Can we both, or is it just one of us?
You do it first.
Yeah, you declared. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you essentially kind of like catch Izzy by the forearms. Like, hey, buddy, whoa, what? Whoa.
Thanks.
No problem.
So yeah, you guys go to the staircase and descend. It's a couple of minutes of descending. Again, it's kind of seems to be going along the outer rim of the area, kind of thing, going all the way down. And you notice that like as you kind of get lower and lower, your like dark vision edge of it kind of thing starts to pick up like a lot of debris. But again, equally as much as there's a lot of debris, there's also like what clearly seems to be like a vast chasm at the back of this room. Like you guys have like gone down like a lot. Like it's a case of like like a long time passes, but we're not going to be like, and you walk down a step, and you walk like ages pass. And when you get down to the bottom, you hear and feel, because of the wind, a massive like groan or sigh. like coming from before, like straight ahead, but it's also equally like in the distance of like, oh, there's a lot of room there we can't see.
I'm going to activate the light medallion just to give us a bit more.
Yeah, that's cool. Again, yeah, this room is covered in crazy debris. And I know it's struggling. I know it's like, there's debris everywhere. Like a lot of the roof seems to have caved in, that sort of thing. You guys navigate forward. Like, oh well, sorry. Do you guys go forward?
Yes, slowly.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. It's a case of like you kind of go forward. There's a bit of like a couple of steps down. You go forward, but it's kind of like like straight down. That kind of like format. Always descending deeper into the area. After a while, you like essentially you see a light in the distance, like a really, really faint light. And it's kind of like, why it looks so far away? It's tiny. And then Izzy, you hear like, because like you know what it means. You just hear like the one word like who, but everyone else you kind of know, like everyone else just hears like this massive, like almost Inception-esque like groan. But the tiny light actually like ignites and becomes like a massive fucking colossal light in front of you, and you realize it's not far away, it's actually right up in front of you. And when the light kind of shines, when this thing makes a noise, you notice that the colossal chunk of metal debris to your left looks like the tip of a finger. And we'll end it there, because again, I don't want to go over the mark because it's time and such.
Yeah.
Sick! Big, giant robot! Real tall robot! Real tall robot! I'm so excited. They tall! They tall! Oh, this is so cool. I can't wait.
Good game, friendos.
I want it to be next Wednesday now, please.
And no one got fucked up by the dragon. I'm happy.
Well, I got down to like 7, but Izzy healed me, so.
Yeah, but that's what Izzy did what Izzy did best. She was
Yeah,
great.
Putting out fires.
that was so good. That was so good.
God, nice way we fucking raging. Oh well. Should be grand. It adds to the fun.